last time on Humblewood, or in Humblewood. It's fine. I figured I was going to have to do it. You don't have to nose goes.
Okay.
So we started out in the sleepy little town of Meadowfen, where all of our compatriots here happen to be located. When out from the road stumbled in Kara Stormbringer, who was a birdfolk militia member who had been sent out to find out what the smoke in the distance was about a week prior. You guys helped bring her to the head of the village, where you heard that the local town, the only other town nearby, had been burned to the ground, as it was on the edge of the Scorched Grove, which is an area where hundreds of years ago the forests started burning. Lately there have been surges of that, but never as bad as what had occurred in this other town, which is called, where's my map? It's not the right map.
Ashbarrow?
Ashbarrow, thank you. Yes. So the head of the village sent you along to the Alderheart, which is where the Birdfolk Council is located, in hopes of requesting aid for your sleepy little town. On your way there, you discovered a Ellerin being assaulted by some members of the Bandit Coalition. You were able to defeat the Mawpox and scare off the Vulpin captain of this group, not before she cursed you all out and bolted. And that's when you met Eliza, who is a small little
Cat person.
Yes, and Lauren are little cat people, and she's a merchant who's on her way to Alderheart herself, and asked if you guys would help escort her the rest of the way. You have stopped at, what's the name?
Winnowing Reach.
Thank you, Winnowing Reach, which is right on the border of the Mockton swamps, the Mock Fields, and she set up shop for a little bit, and you guys were brought in front of yet another town leader, the magistrate of Winnowing Reach, who gave you guys a job. He said that one of the local scientists in the area, a very young Corvum, which is a crow-like being, had gone off to study some of the slimes in the area and had not returned. So, begrudgingly, seeing as you already had a task, you did agree that the next morning you would go out and see if you could find Kenna Brightspark, who is the missing Corvum scientist. So, you guys had a nice rest, and Eliza's agreed to linger as long as necessary. She set up a little stand in the streets with her cart until you guys are ready to get going, and you've agreed in the meantime to go out into the Mock Fields and find Miss Kenna. What would you like to do?
That was not a yawn, that was a scream.
I heard that too.
I tried to make it a squeak so it would stay in character. I put a little too much force into it. Now we know how Zenzi sounds when she screams. But
all right. So you guys have woken up for the morning and gone downstairs in your relatively cheap tavern and are sitting down for breakfast. Anything you'd like to get done while you're here?
Zenzi's just downs a whole cup of coffee. She's gonna be a jumping gerbine.
Gwendolyn sipping tea and eating.
Red is probably eating the. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Gwen's just drinking tea and eating honey cakes. And sharing them with everybody.
Red is probably eating the heartiest meal that she possibly can
Zinzi's is
for
like
breakfast.
through her coffee, and she reaches for one of the honey cakes that Gwen hands over, and then like how squirrels eat their food.
Yeah.
She's Zenzi's is basically like, we're already starting to get behind schedule, but I don't want to tell the magistrate no. So let's try to get out there as soon as we can and get this done. Because her most important mission is from her elder from Meadowfen. Also, she's just nervous as hell right now. Because she's never left Meadowfen. She doesn't know what the fuck a slime is.
Eating, having some morning tea, and he's not eating a lot, although he will happily take the honey cake. He doesn't seem to eat a lot.
I hope this coffee kicks in soon because we're gonna have to get out soon.
It's all right. We'll just take a minute to ourselves and then we'll get out there. No need to get your fur all in a bunch.
Her tail's twitching at this point. She got a big tail. No, it's just I've never seen a slime before. I've heard scary things.
Well, we can't always assume exactly what it is until we see it. Right.
True, but my older brother once told me his encounter with a gelatinous cube, and that was actually kind of horrifying to listen to. Just imagine it's just this huge green cube that just dissolves everything that's in its path. And she goes to her coffee and just starts sipping it nervously.
Oh my, that doesn't sound lovely at all.
Generally, no.
Zinzi, take a breath.
I'm trying to.
It's going to be all right.
I'll take a breath.
Her tail does twitch. Her ears are like shooting every direction to hear all the sounds.
Poor baby.
She's literally the epitome of I'm in danger.
Wait, it's in Hoodwinked, the squirrel that drinks the coffee.
Yes.
Everything in the world slows down.
No, not Hoodwink. That's Over the Hedge. Over the Hedge is when he drinks the soda and just time stops. I guess enough sugar into Zenzi's. She turns into that.
Yeah, no, the squirrel from Hoodwinked was also the one with the Dynamite. But don't add Zenzi's any explosives.
Okay, so we had to. What was the name of the marsh we were going to?
You're going to the Mockton Caverns?
Mockton Caverns.
Yes. That is located in the Mock Fields.
We can't see.
It's about a half a day's travel south.
We can't see. I tried to tell you.
Yeah. Okay. So it's hard for me to read this. I will try. So this is Humblewood. This is the Elder Heart. And you guys are down in this direction more.
Had to get into character, sorry.
Yes, because that's the mountains. And then down here is where the mock fields are,
Mock fields.
and the caverns are like here-ish.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah. This
And
is
how
the
far
small-
out the journey is that?
It's actually almost dead south of Meadowfen,
So we're basically going back.
but on a diagonal. And it's normally a half a day south, but due to reasons, you have a member of your party who can make it go a little faster.
Yeah, Gerald kind of look at the others. I might know a few side roads we can take to get there a little bit quicker. Done a lot of travel.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Yeah, anyway, we can get there as fast as possible and then get back.
Whatever can help us, really.
Yeah. May have to keep an eye out for more unsavory characters, but it would be a lot faster than the normal road.
I mean, the bandits are attacking the normal road, so this might actually be better.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
They kind of have a map like in front of them, kind of looking over the route. He'll sort of with the tip of his wing, will kind of sort of point out a line through the woods that's no more straight line. There's no road there on the map. Dad says, "Bless you." There's no marking there on the map, but that's kind of where he's motioning. It starts about here. To get there, a couple of hours.
Okay. We should make some good time then.
Yes. So we have plenty of time to enjoy our breakfast and sip. He kind of looks right at her.
Zinzer's is already ordering her second cup of coffee.
Drink it slow enough to enjoy it.
Please do take it easy on the coffee.
The stout, the woman who runs the bar, sees you flagging her down for another cup of coffee and just kind of gives a look to the group as a general, is this a good idea kind of look, and then pours a cup and slowly brings it over.
I go into the second cup of coffee a bit more slowly.
I've sipped my tea. Yeah.
I'm half tempted to go make some coffee right now. It's 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
It's 5 in the afternoon.
Your eyes are the size of the moon.
Exactly. Thank you. Someone understood where I was going with that. It's not one of the more popular songs, so I'm glad.
I'm gonna put coffee on.
I don't have any caffeine in my house, so I'm definitely going to the store later.
My caffeine is in my room. I'm having a little bit of.
I don't have caffeine. I do have a little bit of soda, but I have.
Well, to be fair, she doesn't like caffeine that much. Hannah is straight up allergic to caffeine. Yeah.
Straight up what?
My dad's talking to me over there. He's like, he heard someone say, I don't really like caffeine. He's like, oh, I thought we could be friends. Like, well, she might not like it, but Hannah's straight up allergic to caffeine. Like, it's being a goober over in the other room. A goober.
It's
sir.
stuck. I am allergic to caffeine.
My grandkids are gonna call you Grandpa Goober. I'll make sure of it. I have to have those first, but someday. Sorry. I do apologize. My dad is in the other room while I am cooking.
What are the villains called? Like the people from the
Bandit Coalition.
No, not those ones. The from the Scorched Grove. Like, what are those creatures called in
No
general?
one knows what causes the fires. There are a number of different creatures that have arisen after the grove formed.
Isn't there a name for them though, like shadow or ember or something?
Well, you faced the ember bats before.
Okay.
No one knows if they were caused by the Scorched Grove or if they caused the Scorched Grove.
Okay, but there's not like a collective word for just the baddies that come from that area?
Nope.
Okay.
I just realized I have strigs on my sweatpants.
Oh my god!
Perfect.
Big party.
Like I said, I have Hannah to blame for me getting this shirt.
It's so cute.
I love it.
Perfect humble folk shirt. I
It
gotta
is.
do what I do best and destroy it, so it's a tank top.
Tank tops rule.
Yep.
Kill those sleeves.
Literally wearing one right now. Sleeves are bullshit.
They really are.
So,
These are bullshit. Coffee's brewing right now.
all right. So, you guys finish up your breakfast. Did you want to check out any of the other areas in town before you head out, or
Not really.
you want a reminder of what's in town, or?
Yeah. Is there like a place to get potions?
Yes, there is an apothecary.
Okay.
Um,
I only got like 26 gold on me, but I'm just like, if we could at least find a place that sells health potions.
there is a place. that
Stacey's just on alert because she's never dealt with slimes before.
Is it? Here we go. Yes, there is an apothecary. There's a bookbindery. There's Eliza's cart. You don't know if she has any or not. You would assume she has, seeing as she kept pulling them out when you guys got hurt in battle. You don't know how many she's got left. There's the storage and granary. There's the town jail, and there's magistrate's office. Those are all places that you can check out before we go.
I know where Gerald's not going.
The bookbinder.
He's not going anywhere to the jail.
Zenzi's would probably either go to the apothecary or Eliza's cart to see at least how much potions are going to be.
I'll accompany you to the apothecary if you'd like.
If you would like to, Gwendolyn, thank you.
I'll go check out was it Eliza?
Yeah, I'll go with Red. Or Joe.
I don't want coffee.
Munching on some honey cakes.
Heard the ding. Coffee.
Okay, so who wants to go first?
Listen. We'll wait for Paige to get back.
Oh no, go ahead, Red, if you want to do.
I guess I will. I'll go.
Okay, so you're going
Company.
to Eliza?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you go into the apothecary, and immediately it's like walking into a freaking Bath and Body Works. It's just like a salt of of scent. There's sage, there's lavender. It's just an onslaught of smells, and it's very quaint. It's a little shop that looks like a converted cabin, or yeah, like a converted cabin that's just been put together, and there's stuff growing everywhere. You've got pots with dangling herbs, and you've got some dried herbs all potted around, and it's just this. It's almost like someone brought their entire garden inside. And walking around the little shop is a teenage hedge girl who's just watering all the plants and checking on the stock, and hasn't really noticed you guys yet as you walk in.
That question, like, how big is everything in there? Height-wise.
What's the average hedge size? If I can remember. I mean, it's pretty standard for most to be comfortable. I mean, it's pretty tall for our tiny little Jardine friend. Because they are definitely the smallest of the humble folk. But I mean, they're not terribly. Hedges aren't terribly big either. If I can find their height. Yeah, they're between 3 and 4 feet.
That's at least a foot taller than me.
Yeah, so she's about 3 foot tall herself. So I mean, she's got to be able to reach everything in there and doesn't like carrying around a stool.
Okay.
So, I mean,
It's slightly taller than me in here.
yeah, it's like take the top shelf off at the grocery store.
Yeah.
About that height.
Mm-hmm. It's still a top shelf for her.
It's still top shelf.
Oh, that's a lot of plants. Hello?
Oh, hello. Can I help you?
Yes, we were looking for potions.
Oh, of course. Come on. What kind of potions are you looking for exactly?
Specifically health potions.
Okay. Sorry, this is
It's a concentration.
A sudden mood shift of your face.
Just this adorable little hedge face. It was like,
it's also wonderful sense of first time DM trying to figure out the best way to price things because I don't know what the I'm doing.
Welcome to my hell.
Yep. Cool. I found a forum.
Yeah, there's a lot of schools of thought on pricing things, and of course, like magic items occasionally have a cost, but
There's no cost if the seller is dead.
yeah. So traditionally, a potion, like just like the most basic potion, is 50 gold.
Yeah, I'm looking at that now.
And then, I mean, you can adjust it for the economy of the world that you're in.
Mm. And the individual areas and how well stocked they are and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's right, dear.
sorry.
Mute your mic.
Sorry.
There.
So you follow her up to the counter and she pulls out 6 vials, different sizes. It looks like there are 3 smaller ones, 2 slightly bigger, and then one that's pretty decent sized. So these are 3 basics, 2 greater, and 1 supreme.
Supreme.
Sorry, superior, not supreme.
I was gonna say.
Superior, not supreme. My mind is gone.
I mean, Supremes exist. They're the rarest, though.
They do exist. I do know that. My brain is shot and I mix the 2 up, and I do that a lot. Yeah. So she pulls them up and sticks them on the counter and says, "Well, I have these ones here for about 15 gold apiece," pointing to the 3 smaller ones.
Okay.
Well, we don't really get much in terms of supply for any of the bigger ones. So we're looking at 100 gold for the greater and 150 for the superior.
Oof. Okay.
Do you need any gold, dear?
I have enough for one of the small ones at least.
All right.
Oh yeah, I'll take a small potion.
Okay.
So 15 gold.
15.
Okay.
Do any of you have proficiency with a healer's kit? I'm wondering if Gwendolyn does.
I don't.
I thought I did, but I don't think I do. But I do have a healer's kit, I believe.
Okay, because you will notice as stacked around her with all of the herbs that you can get healer's kits, which costs about half as much as a healing potion does to make a healing potion.
I already have a healer's kit if we need to make something along the way.
Yeah. So it says here, it costs half the price of a completed potion to buy enough reagents to craft one. So if you were able to, and you have, if you are proficient in the herbalism kit at all, you could make potions for half of the cost.
Wait, herbalism or healing kit?
Herbalism, sorry. But I mean, I will handle it both ways, to be
Okay.
honest.
Both of them help you regain hit points.
Exactly. So if you're good with a healing kit, you should be able to be good to make one.
I mean, also Gwen's a witch, so.
Exactly. That's one of my fun little, I've done, like, there's a couple of the spells in Humblewood that I was looking through. I was like, yeah, I'm making little adjustments to that so it makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I'll just take a regular healing potion.
Okay. Mark it down and mark down your 15 gold.
Yep, I did.
Gwen, are you going to get anything? Because I think
So,
you're also there. Who went to the apothecary?
Red, I think, also did.
Red went to go see Eliza. I think.
Oh, okay. You don't happen to have anything that could help us tackle some slime type enemies, do you?
I don't know. Stop it, stupid computer. I mean, I have a few other potions. I don't know if they'll help you. If you want to know more about slimes, you can go to the bookbindery and see if they have any books about them. That might help.
Oh, that's a wonderful idea.
I think Brett's gonna be taking a bit with Eliza. We could stop by the bookbinder real quick, I guess.
Oh, yes, I know my way around a bookstore, library, bookbindery. Won't take me but a minute.
Okay.
Just good. If you're going there, just, good luck. She just kind of goes back to putting away the bottles and water.
Insight check. Teen.
Gwen's definitely,
I'm insight checking the hedge girl because she's just like, good luck.
What number did you get?
I got 13.
13? Okay. It's nothing to do with the bookshop itself. She's not a fan of the owner. That's all.
Something wrong?
Oh, he's just character. You'll be fine. As long as you're willing to spend money, he'll like you.
Be right back.
Okay.
I don't have a lot of money left, but I guess okay. Thank you again for the potions, though.
Oh, of course. Come back anytime.
and thanks for the advice.
My tail is just still twitching from the caffeine.
If you'd like to meet Eliza, I can meet you at the cart after I talk to the bookbinder.
I don't know. She said, I don't know why, but the way that young lady said that, like, the bookbinder is, like, trouble, like, a character and stuff. I don't know. I don't want you to, like, get swindled or anything.
Oh, that's very kind of you, but I've been around for quite some time. I should be all right.
You sure?
Yes, I practically lived at the libraries while I was studying magic.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'll go meet up with Red and Eliza and see where Gerald went. Just meet us at Eliza's cart.
Sounds wonderful, darling.
Hey,
Here's
see you in
a
a little bit, Gwen.
make sure you drink some water.
I will.
All right.
This is a threat.
And as I leave, I just, Noom.
Also, I went with red to do Eliza's story.
Gwen's gonna waddle over to the bookbinder, but you guys can switch over if you want.
Okay. So as you guys come to Eliza's cart, it looks like she's been there for a bit in the morning. She's already has everything set up. She looks quite proud of her little setup that she has. She's got all sorts of little knickknacks out. She's got different camping gear. She does have a few potions left, but I mean, you gotta ask her exactly what she does have. Now that I have the Emporium list. Right
Red will approach and say, "Good morning."
Oh, good morning. It's good to see you. I thought you guys were heading out this morning. Is that still happening?
Yeah.
We are. We're just stopping by to see exactly what you have, what you're selling. We figured we might ask you first and maybe take something with us. We might need it.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, no problem. What exactly did you have in mind? What were you looking for?
Do you have any, like, healing potions or, like, anything maybe that could help us? Trinkets or... I don't know. Just what are you selling? I'm honestly willing to buy almost anything.
I certainly have potions. I've got plenty of those. And she pulls out, she opens the drawer and you can see there's a lot of like empty space. She goes, I don't have many as I thought I did, but I do have some.
Well, that's fine.
She pulls out a couple of health potions. She pulls out 2 regular healing potions and 2 greater healing potions and puts them on the counter and says, honestly, with you guys helping me as much as you have, I feel like you've kind of earned these, so you might as well just take them.
Oh, no, we can't just take them. You still need to, sell and make a living.
Well, yes, but I have made some money here, and I still have the shop in the Elder Heart that I'm getting to soon, and that's been functioning pretty well so far, I think. So honestly, it's no problem.
You're very kind.
I try.
She'll take one of the regular healing potions and one of the greater healing potions.
Okay.
And leave behind 10 gold for her anyway.
She doesn't debate. Did you want to look at what else she has, or?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to just make a perception check for me real quick?
Yeah. Perception. 22.
Wow. Yeah, okay. There's
Yeah.
got a lot of little fun things. She's got a couple things that are just like bizarre. Like she's got like a wooden eye. She has a little small wind up squirrel that when you wind it up, it will just hop around for a bit. It's like a kid's toy.
Aww.
This is like
Red will go.
because he's you.
I think
Red will
right
go,
at that moment,
how
Zinzi's
much
is showing up. Or right after it.
Oh, hey, look at this. It's in these. And then she pops up. What's me?
What's me?
Oh, you like the squirrel?
Yeah, it's amusing me. How much would you charge?
Oh, this usually runs, we'll say 10 gold. It's usually how much I charge for these things. It takes a while to put them together. I'm not a mop hawk.
Fair enough. I mean, it looks well crafted, so. Do I see anything else?
Little tokens, sewing kits. If there's anything that's listed on the like camping equipment, she's got plenty of arrows. She's got basic weapons, nothing crazy, just short swords and daggers and rapiers, but they all look pretty like thrown together. More like stuff she's collected over time. She does have she has some stuff that's on the more expensive side. She has Aloran boots, which are boots of Elvenkind. And she has a scroll of major image, which is a scroll that when you use, it works just like the major image spell, which is it appears, it makes sound, it is extremely convincing, unlike minor image. And it's a one-time use scroll.
Red will pick up the squirrel toy and put down the 10 gold.
Okay.
And say, thank you, I really appreciate it.
Oh, of course. Let me know whenever you guys are ready to go. I mean, so far this town has been pretty good for business, so I don't mind.
That's good. It's very
In that
good.
moment, Zenzi's pops up. Hey guys!
Oh. Well, hello.
Red's ears go up and her tail fluffs down.
Oh yeah, Gerald kind of fluffs up like.
Sorry. Sorry.
It's all right.
You have a lot of energy this early in the morning.
2 cups of coffee will do that to you.
One of which she drank like it was her last flagon of mead.
That's the best way to have coffee.
Straight back.
That's the best way for coffee, though, if I'm honest.
Yeah. Gwen, will.
Did you have any water?
I haven't had water yet, though.
I'm gonna take out my water skin. Drink.
All right, I take it. I take a few sips. Oh yeah. Gwen stopped by the bookshop real quick, but she'll meet up here with us at the cart before we head out. Goop, goop, goop.
How was the apothecary?
Sounds all right.
Find anything useful in the apothecary?
I got a health potion while I was there, and then they brought up the girl running the shop brought up possibly stopping by the bookshop to see if we can learn more about slimes and how to handle them. Gwen offered to go check out the shop, and I decided to just come back here and wait.
All right.
Well, in the meantime, here you go. She pulls out the squirrel toy and hands it to her.
It's like a mini-me. Thank you.
And I have to take care of it, all right?
What did it mean?
That is adorable.
I carefully
I
put
saw
the
it and I saw it and immediately thought that it belonged in your hands. So
Thank you, Red.
I would like to point out that's actually listed on the items in Eliza's. I'm dead serious. It says small clockwork squirrel made of bronze. It will hop for 1 minute after being properly wound. Just thought I'd point it out.
I
Just
carefully put
after a proper cup of coffee. Like, wing.
I carefully put the squirrel into my pack.
Okay, are we ready to shift over to Gwen?
Yeah.
All right, Gwen, you enter the bookbindery, and it is a hazard. It is just piles and piles and piles and piles and piles and piles of books. It looks like a hoarder's place. There are bookshelves, and the bookshelves are full. but there are plenty of books that did not make it to the bookshelves. It's like one false move, and it will fall on you.
She looks around, takes a big.
It
Feels
smells.
like home.
It smells amazing. It's just that wonderful fresh leather and fresh pages wrapped up in a most gorgeous bookstore smell.
So like her little nose is gonna like do the thing where it like wiggles and she sort of like breathes it all in. Pardon me, is anyone here?
You go up to the front desk. So you go up to the desk, and there is a very old, half-blind squirrel sitting at the desk with a cup of tea. And he just looks like the crotchiest motherfucker you've ever met.
Oh, hello, dear. My name is Gwendolyn.
That's nice.
I'm from not too far from here. This reminds me of home. I love your shop.
Thank you. What? Are you looking for something?
Information, if you have it.
It's a bookstore. We have information.
Wonderful. We need information on how to handle slimes or slime-type creatures.
Slimes,
right? Who is it, the mayor or the...
Oh, who sent you on this wonderful excursion?
Yes.
His name is Walden Crane. And I have too many freaking papers. Here it is. The magistrate.
Oh, the magistrate, okay. The magistrate requires us for an errand.
Ugh, okay.
Though when I get back, I may want to help you with this. We could organize and tidy this up a bit.
What's wrong with my shop?
It's lovely. It just...
Damn straight. Books on slimes are over there. He just kind of points off to the side.
Thank you kindly. She waddles over.
Just because it's such a nightmare in here, make a perception check for me.
Okay. Do I have advantage because of my sage background?
Sure.
Okay. Well, that's helpful because I got a 14.
Okay. It takes a while, but you do find some books on different slimes. If you start to peruse it right there, he snaps at you and definitely gives you like the evilest glare you've ever been given. But books are easily purchased from him for only a gold apiece.
All right.
And then the cool thing about books here in this game, as is written on my little sheet, is that some books may confer an advantage on the next intelligence check made regarding a creature, object, location, depending on the subject. So if you're looking specifically for books on slimes, any intelligence or nature checks that you make regarding slimes, you'll get advantage on. And then if you're looking for anything about like the Mockton Fields or the caverns, then you'll get advantage on those as well.
Yeah.
About those as well.
So I'd probably take 5 books, 2 on slimes, 1 on local geography.
Okay.
And then 2 for divination magic.
Okay.
Just to sort of like add to my collection.
Okay. Are you looking for books specifically about the swamplands, or are you also looking for things about like the Scorching Grove or into the forest where the Alderheart is located?
Just where we're going now, the like local geography and like the mock.
All right. Easy enough. If you're looking for 5 books, it's 5 gold.
Okay.
He's very willing to take. Now that you've paid him, he seems a little bit less annoyed, but the longer you linger, the more he's like, okay, get the fuck out of my shop.
I'm going to give him a gold, like an extra gold, just for Moxie.
What's this for?
Ah, for your time. Thank you. And she just sort of like,
playing.
okay, just going to waddle away.
All right. See ya. Strange. And he goes to mumbling to himself as he's drinking his tea and reading his book.
She's going to start perusing one of the slime books immediately as she's like walking back to the cart.
Okay. Do you want to make an intelligence check now about different slimes?
Oh wait. I'll do it as we're traveling.
Okay, makes sense.
Or like once we like finally get close to them. But like I will essentially be reading in my downtime.
Okay. So you guys meet up outside of Eliza's cart. Zinzi's is still kind of bouncing off the walls a little bit. And you are ready to gather and continue into the swamplands. Yeah.
I'm going to hand the book about the local geography to Red.
Okay.
I found this book, dear, about the local terrain. If it may be helpful for you.
Okay.
Red? Hannah?
Yes.
I have this book
Honestly,
on the local geography.
But she's thinking about things. She's thinking very intensely about things.
She passes a book to you about the local geography.
Oh.
This may come in handy. It's a book of terrain and local geography. I just thought it might be handy.
Thank you. This will come very in handy. She starts opening up and reading it, like, immediately.
Yeah. Gwen sort of like looks around and then goes back to the slime book. Ooh, fascinating.
Did you want to roll a intelligence check with advantage to figure out what you might find in the mock fields from reading the book?
Sure.
Okay, roll me. You have advantage because you got the book.
Yay. You said intelligence?
Yes.
Okay. With advantage? Yeah, okay. Dirty 20.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, you know quite a bit. There, let me find. All right, so the main goal of what you guys are looking for is the Mockton Caverns. There are several entrances to the caverns themselves in the field. There's at least 2 good options. It's, like I said, it's pretty much directly south of Meadowfen where you guys started, but you do have a good guide who can help get you there. It's swampy. It's very dead-ish inside it. The outside of the rocky caves are visible against the backdrop of the sunken mock fields. Throughout tall reeds and dead trees provide a barrier to sight. So it's not exactly the easiest terrain to get around in, but you guys will be able to manage it pretty well. You do know that some of the things that you might find in these swamps, some of them you've already encountered before. You can easily find ember bats there. There are different kinds of slimes in the fields, as well as quippers, which are it's a swarm-like, fish-like thing. So you want to avoid getting too close to the water. There is
Quippers are those weird, like, fish that can walk on land. I forgot. They're weird looking motherfuckers. No, those are mud skippers. They're still weird looking motherfuckers.
there are bird-like skeletons from other adventurers who have attempted these swamps area unprepared and have died and have then risen again. And there are caustic slimes and sticky slimes. There is quicksand that you got to be careful of.
Oh, great.
Yay.
But you now know some of the dangers of the fire swamp, as they would say in Princess Bride, that you should be okay.
Or yeses.
Exactly.
But are there humans of unusual size?
I forgot.
I don't believe they exist.
Sarah, I hope you get cosplay inspiration back soon, because I forgot I made a video of Sierra with that audio. What about the RUSs? Women's unusual size? I don't think those exist. And I kept in the part where you're gonna have a rat fucking yeeted at you.
I really want to know what was going through the head of the crew member who had to throw a stuffed rat at like, what's your job? I get to throw this rat.
Curious.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
What? You got called in. Heard it.
He brought you your phone and what else?
Well,
Dumplings.
Woo!
Mm.
Oh, boy.
At least he brings you food after stealing your phone to order food.
All right. So, are you guys ready to start going into the field?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Since you have Gerald leading the way, or I guess leading the way, are you leading from the front or are you leading from the middle or however? He's able to point you in a direction that gets you there, faster than you would have expected. Only a couple hours, really. As you are traveling through the swamps, like I said, it's not exactly the nicest environment. It's kind of that sticky feeling as you're going through. There's lots of bugs everywhere.
Especially with how small I am, do I keep sinking more and more into the swamp?
There is a decent amount of path through it that Gerald is leading you through that you probably didn't realize existed. That actually looks relatively traveled on the way to the cavern. So it's not like you're purely in the swamp. If you leave the trail, you're going to have a hard time.
Wondering how many people actually walk this path. I don't think a lot of people would just do a leisurely stroll through a swamp. I can't talk. I think the caffeine's affected me.
Are you finally having that caffeine crash?
I hope not, because if we do, I might just faceplant.
Do you still have that water?
I have a cart to throw you in.
I have my water skin.
Okay.
Gerald, how exactly do you know these paths?
I've just been traveling a long time, and you tend to kind of try and make as little distance as possible.
Insight check, motherfucker.
Shit.
I rolled a 3.
Gerald, without telling us, make either your deception or persuasion roll, whichever one you think fits.
It's a 4 from me, so he's probably gonna beat it.
No,
You have to crit fail.
Shit. 11. Yeah, either one. That's 16.
Yeah.
He's being pretty honest. He does a lot of traveling. I mean, he's a bard, so it makes sense that he would do a lot of traveling for storytelling.
That makes sense, but why through a marsh?
Well, with the increased bandit activity, some of the main roads is it's more hazardous than these. So, just trying to cut through a bit, shorten the distance. Quicker. I thought of it more as, even though this is a slightly more dangerous route, it's quicker than the main road. So, faster I get somewhere, the less likely I am to run into trouble.
Insight check, that insight check.
Okay. So Red's doing an insight check?
Well, I can't insight check again, so go right ahead.
Anyone can
Fair.
insight check him if you think that you do.
I sent you about 4,000 words on
19.
Oh, no, okay.
You'd
I
have
gotta
to
roll deception.
Or persuasion, whichever one you think is more accurate.
Oh no. That is a grand total of 7. Oh, +5 to both. I mean, it makes more sense that Red would be able to spot that lie than Z. So
He's lying through his teeth.
well,
He's lying through his
He's done a lot of traveling before. You get the feeling that it might not be why he knows these roads.
Yeah, Red's just gonna go, I see. And look him up and down.
He just kind of he looks at her and sees that knowing grin and goes like,
Lindsay's, the law enforcement in the group is completely oblivious.
I can't imagine that these routes are very comfortable or preferable.
No, but you also don't see many people traveling on them, so makes it.
I mean, these paths do look pretty well walked, too.
Yes, it's just not usually carts or large groups of people. Individuals, single file lines, that sort of thing.
In a marsh?
Anywhere. There's trails like these all over Humblewood.
I guess
Interesting that you walk them.
When you know a side path that gets you by faster, why wouldn't you take it? Marsh or not.
I mean, there's the threat of slimes, though. Ugh.
Yes, but that's where myself being a bit speedier than most of my kind is a bit more advantageous. If you're not wanting a fight and you're all by yourself, you just keep running. I'm all for a good fight, but being ambushed by slimes in the middle of a marsh is not my idea of fun, especially not alone.
Lindsay's just on edge now with the slimes being brought up again, even though she brought them up.
All right, so as you're traveling, and it's not the most comfortable travel in the world. Who's taking point?
Red.
Gerald, because he's leading us.
Well, Gerald, most likely. Gerald, then Red. Then.
Okay.
ready.
Whoever wants to can roll me a perception check.
I shall.
It's horrible.
Joe will be actively looking.
Do we just have one person roll or more than one?
Anyone can roll if they want to.
18.
Ew. This is a 12.
Okay. So, Fred, huh?
7.
See, I've been nervous.
Because my die rolled into a corner and it hit a 14, but it seemed kind of tilted, so I re-rolled it.
Well, Zen, I mean, you're just trying not to fall off the edge of this path, and again, especially after hearing about the swarm of little fish things that attack people. That's freaky. I mean, come on. And Red, you're a little bit busy trying to keep an eye on Gerald right now, so you're not really noticing much either. But Gerald, as you're walking, you kind of hear this like clicking sound, like someone clicking their beak over and over again, but it's kind of hollow. And as you look around, you notice, wow, and I just show you guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Getting her phone set up.
Yes, I am.
Dun dun
Oh boy.
dun 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 dun.
Oh, I forgot to say, I still have the short bow from Eliza's cart. I haven't given that back yet.
I'll be right back.
Okay, Dougie.
Good.
I had to temporarily mute.
I can't wear the hat. Hot enough in my room, but I can't wear my hat.
How?
That was
No,
epic.
okay, that's payback for my forgetting to mute before my dinger went off.
There
I
we
was
go.
gonna say, noodles are done!
Bum.
That was loud.
Sorry.
Look, it's my ally tray.
Yeah.
I love it.
Also, for the viewing pleasure, my rum.
Yay!
Right.
A lovely short top.
Ears. These are cat ears. Ears.
This hat is actually, some of you may recognize it, as the Captain Cross's hat. Except I had it like more bent in a certain way. My fancy Bard hat. Eventually I'm going to get a leather strap to pull up one side and then get a feather and stuff. I actually have a feather around here. Someone makeshifted a feather quill with a pen. I don't think the pen works anymore.
Yeah, I got these ears from Paxion on TikTok, aka Roxy Lalon on Instagram. I'm not sure if he can make squirrel ears, because he has like specific ears that he makes, and his commission slots are already closed.
That one TikTok.
I would have to, once his commission's open back up, ask him, is there any way you can make like slightly larger version of cat ears?
More round.
Yeah. I mean, squirrel ears aren't entirely round. They're kind of pointed.
Yeah.
I'm
Just a
within
little bit
listening
bigger.
range, just a heads up. I'm just gonna make some food real quick, but if you guys need me, just let me know.
I'm actually going to take my ears off because these are very delicate. These are handmade ears.
Eat.
What's
I'm
funny
waiting
is
for my
these
ears
were
to-
a botch pair that he made because he was just practicing making ears. It's like, I've got this botch pair for sale, $40. So I messaged him, I'm like, I'll take them. He's like, okay,
Also,
yep. Just PayPal me $40, and then he mailed them to me.
Nice. Also, I have already designed a bandit based on the squirrel that lives in my tree. His name is Tim. I have named the squirrel Tim. Its pastimes include raiding our bird feeder, running across the top of the roof over my bedroom early in the morning, and playing chicken with my dog. He'll be out there.
Come get her. She dancing like a stripper. Somebody come get her.
And then my dog, when she sees him, she'll go after him. She hasn't caught him yet. She's caught two of his cousins, but hasn't caught him. What's Koala? Koala. Come get me. Somebody come get her. But what she does is even funnier. So he'll sit up on the branch and bark at her. Meh, meh, meh. And she'll lay at the foot of. She's the most delicate thing she does. She lays her hands down, like crosses her paws, lays down, and next to the tree as quietly as possible. Doesn't look at him. Doesn't look at him. Doesn't look at the tree. I don't see nothing. I don't know. It's nothing to know. She's trying to bait his ass out of the tree. It hasn't worked yet, but it's really funny.
Squirrels are scary territorial.
Kinda. He has a buddy.
No, they're scary territorial. So my dad went up to Canada for a bear hunt. That's why I have a bear skull on my altar. He got a black bear while he was up there. I have the skull. He gave it to me to put on my altar, and my dad has the bear rug hanging up in our guest room. But up in his tree stand was a very, very territorial squirrel that didn't like him being there. So he caught video one day of the squirrel inching closer to him and barking its head off. Like, and I'm just like, I didn't know squirrels could bark.
Yeah, that's how they communicate. They bark and they squeak.
He did not like my dad being up in a tree stand.
I will tell you
Dad was like,
something, though.
please shut up. You're scaring off the bears.
I will tell you what, though. When Louise came to visit, she was absolutely blown away by squirrels. Like they were like these mystical creatures because they don't have squirrels in Australia. They don't have our kind of rodents in Australia. They don't have squirrels. So she's just like, oh, it's so cute. They were everywhere because we're up in the Midwest. They're fucking everywhere. Hell, in Illinois, we have a town that is famous for having one of the only breeds of white squirrels in the country, and they don't come almost anywhere else. They're super rare, but there's a whole fuck ton of them there. And I don't know if I don't know if you ever saw that. She went to the aquarium, but she's just like, oh, squirrels, oh, just like yeah.
See, people are like really shocked when they come down to Florida because there are lizards everywhere.
Yup.
I love the
Everywhere.
Gators.
I love the
And gators.
Oh yeah. Hey, Billy, why don't you go play in the backyard? Daddy, I can't. Why? There's a gator in the backyard again. Again, get the shovel.
There's a gator in the pool again.
All right, can you guys
That's
see that
my
map okay?
My favorite nuisance story I love hearing about is just gators getting into people's pools.
Yep.
Mama, I can't swim. The gator's back. And animal control's like, that's the 5th case this day.
Are you guys okay with a map like this, or do you want me to try find a different angle?
Ooh,
That'll work.
that's good.
That's nice.
Okay.
Cool.
I thought you were talking about the map in your background, but then I realized, oh yeah, she has a second screen up.
It's weird because it's like only my green screen, and it's bizarre.
Yeah.
No, I don't actually have this blanket hanging. All right, so approaching you out of the woods are 3 bird folk skeletons coming your way, and on each side. So there's one here, here, and one here. Roll me initiative.
Ah!
Great.
Oh, good.
Zombies!
Natural 20
Natural 3
for a total of 24.
for a total of 6.
2 for a total of 5. I like it also leaned towards 20 and then whoop back to 2. Like,
It's always the worst.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm in the front. I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Anyone 25 to 20?
Huh?
25 to 20. I see your 16. All right, so what was your number, Red?
24.
Okay. 15 to 20?
Maybe when?
Uh, 10 to 15? Uh-oh. 5 to 10?
6.
6, 5. Okay. First up is red.
Yee. Let's see. Which is the closest one to me?
You're here, so this guy here.
Mhm. How far is he?
20 feet.
Yeah. I'm gonna go up to him and take my rapier and a slash at him.
All right, roll an attack roll.
No. I had a natural 20, then I had a natural 1 for a total of 7.
Ooh, did you roll at disadvantage?
No, I just rolled a natural 1.
I thought you said you
Oh,
rolled.
natural 20 for her initiative and a natural 1 for
For
attack.
for my initiative, I rolled a natural 20, and then for an attack, I rolled a natural 1 for a total of 6.
All right, so you swing out towards the bird folk.
Can I use my
Like most enemies have like skin, organs, their bone covered in moss. Yeah. And you know, you whiff. Completely whiff. You're lucky if you were a little bit closer to the tree next to you. I would say that your rapier got stuck in the tree, but it did not.
Yeah. Can I use my bonus action to use my short sword?
Yep. Go for it.
Sweet. That's better. 13?
13 just hits.
Whoo! Fantastic. That's a D6 plus 4. 6 points of damage.
And I actually misspoke. You hit, not just over just.
Got
that helps. All right, so that is. Did you want to move any more, or
Nope.
okay? Next is a bird folk skeleton's turn. It's going to come over here, right behind Zinzi's and Gwen. And actually, it is going to talon attack Zinzi's because you're the closest.
It's going to kick.
It's not going to hit because that's a 6.
She's hopped on the caffeine. She's just dodge. Matrix dodging.
I will cut, bitch!
So it goes to swing at you, and in your hyper on caffeine mode, you just squeak and duck backwards enough that its talons just rake right in front of your face. Gwendolyn, it is now your turn.
Quite. Can you zoom in a little bit on the map real quick, if you don't mind?
I don't know how to do that.
So on the phone screen, you should be able to like unpinch to zoom, I think.
I tried,
It didn't work.
and it just changes this. It just messes with my screen.
Oh, good. All right. Well, where can you show me where the skeletons are? I'm so sorry.
Hold on, because there we go. So you have a skeleton right. So you're here, and there's a skeleton right there.
Okay.
There's also one here and here.
Okay. Can I move through Zinzi's so I'm not out of the range of the skeleton? So north or up towards the black thing. Yeah, is that still within 5 feet of the Skeletor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna do that and then cast Grease on the 2 skeletons over yonder.
This is one skeleton and this is red.
Oh, then I'm not gonna do that.
One here, and one here.
Okay. Well, I don't want to use Grease on just one of them, so I will just. I'm gonna use Infestation.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do. I'm trying to think of what parasitic insect would eat bones. Termites, maybe?
Usually carrion beetles will burrow into.
Yeah, beetles are. I love beetles, so let's do beetles.
Yeah.
I'll do a cloud of beetles at the one that I just walked around.
Okay.
So it needs to make a Constitution save, please.
Thank you. 14.
What did they roll on the dice?
12.
Oh, that would still make it save. Okay. Then yeah, they make the save. So I don't think they take any damage or anything.
Double check.
Yeah, because it's a cantrip.
Okay.
But that's okay. So the beetles sort of like crawl all over it and then like sort of like go back down into the ground.
Okay.
Since they can't make purchase. Oh my.
Anything else?
I don't have any bonus actions, so I think that is it for my turn.
Okay. It is this skeleton's turn, and it's going to come up right in front of Gerald, and it's going to attack you with its talons.
Aha! Oh no!
14 to hit.
That meets it. So yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna use Portent and change it to a 10.
Okay.
Because I rolled 2 d20s. I rolled a 10 and a 16, and I can change any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by us or a creature that I can see.
Okay, so you just brought it all down to 10.
Well, I just changed the roll to 10, so you still have the modifiers.
It was 10 on the die.
Oh, then never mind. I tried.
10 on the die plus 5.
Plus 5? Okay.
I have a plus 5 to hit.
Ooh, girl.
Yeah, that's still hit. I appreciate the sentiment.
Yeah, no. I'll try to portent later. I'm not getting a reading here. Sorry.
My bad.
It's okay.
Good old divination, you know. It's about as
All right.
reliable as...
So you are going to take... This is what happens when I go out of town for a bit.
Misplace all your die.
I don't want to show you my table right now. It's a hot mess.
It's fine. I'm just going to use my shinies. I don't like using these as a DM because I kill people. Yeah, see, I kill people. 5 points of damage.
Ah.
I don't like using these as a DM because they're my freaking stone dice and they're murderers. Jeez. I rolled a 3 on that D4.
I forgot I was muted. Murder me.
No.
Murder.
It's cool. It's cool. I found my bag. I will not use them anymore. I'm putting away the murder dice.
I already have another Gerbine set up. Murder me.
Come on. All right. So the skeleton's going to stay there. It is now this one's turn. Yeah. I got those two mixed up. It's fine. I will fix that next time. Because it looks green on my screen and that's the blue one. It's fine. So this one is going to make an attack at you, Red. That's going to hit. That's a 18 plus 5 to hit. So
Yeah, that hits.
I'm a hide that one. It's fine. All right. So this is another Talon attack. Let's find a less murdery D4. That's not less murdery. That's 5. 5 damage.
Ah. Youch.
And this is piercing damage.
Ouch.
It is just as murdery.
Just as murdery. I thought it'd be better. It's not. All right. It is now Zincy's turn.
Okie dokie. Is there one right next to me and Gwen?
Yes. Right
Okay. I'm gonna pull out my rapier.
there. Okay.
Stabby, stabby.
Go for it.
That's 5 plus 5 is 10.
Just whips.
I
Hold on, attack roll up to 10 for the base.
Okay. So now you hit.
okay.
So Gwen sort of like whispers something, and it sort of like gives you a little breath of luck.
Okay. Alright, so it's gonna take a D8 plus 5. 9 points of piercing damage.
You will understand. Sorry.
Cool.
And so Gwen is within 5 feet of me, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna bonus action help. So Gwen's next attack is gonna have advantage if it's on this skeleton.
Okay.
Okay, and that's my turn.
All right. That is a you've removed some of its ribs. You're like, how is it's still balancing? Like it's some of the pieces are hanging by the moss. It's a rough looking skeleton. Gerald, it's your turn.
It is indeed. I'm going to take my long sword, and I'm going to do something very unbard-like. I'm going to hold it with both hands.
Versatile. Do it.
And I'm going to take a whack at it.
Go for it.
One right in front of me. $17.
That hits.
Alrighty then. Since I'm using two hands, that is a D10 plus 3.
Okay.
Where is my D10? Where have you gone? No? There it is. Yeah. What? Keep falling off. Woo! It is 12 damage.
12 points of damage.
Yes, I rolled a 9, and I get a plus 3 to my melee damage. 12 damage. And those who are watching him swing, it's the stance he's taking is, it's those familiar with fighting, it's not quite proper longsword stance like one would see with the military or a knight, but it's close. It's a close imitation.
It's a rough looking skeleton. Like you fractured its beak. It's got bones, chips all over the ground. It's in shambles. It's basically you took out its knees and it's on the ground and it's just kind of like pulling at your heels. Yeah, it's Walking Dead. It's fine.
Yeah.
Back up to the top. Red, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack again with my rapier.
Okay.
I don't I don't get sneak attack, do I? Because I'm not like
No, and there's no
I don't get it. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna attack with my rapier. Come on. Out of the tower. Thank you. 19.
That hits.
Yee. That is D8 plus 4. Woo! 11 points of damage.
Tell me how you're bringing it down.
Woo! So yeah, Red's just gonna like scoff and then like basically swipe its head clean off
And it
and
rolls.
leave it to shamble into pieces.
It thump, thump, splash. It's in the water. It's shambled down. It is a dead skeleton. More dead than it was
Yeet.
before.
It's super dead.
Off the board.
And then for my movement.
Okay.
For my movement, can I go near my friends?
Which way do you want to go?
Um,
You got friend here, friend here, friend here, enemy, enemy. Are you coming to back Gerald, or are you coming to back up
I'll
Gwen?
go to wherever.
Sorry, my hand's in the way. Zincy's, Gwen, Gerald.
I'll go back up. Gerald.
Okay.
I'll go back him up.
You can actually flank it.
Yeet.
All right. If you want to flank it, you don't have to.
Does that give me any bonuses? I can't tell.
When it gets to his turn, he'll have advantage, and vice versa.
Yes, I want to flank it.
Cool. And it's like down on the ground and swiping at his heel, so you basically just kind of like leap over one of its arms to get on the other side. All right. It is now the skeleton's turn. It is going to move this way and take a swipe at Gwen. That's a 10.
10 total?
Yeah.
My AC is 14.
I know. I did not hit. You lucky motherfucker. Cool. So that's his turn. That means it is now Gwen, it's your turn.
Okay. I never. And she takes her quarterstaff with both hands and whacks it over the head.
Okay.
Whack it.
Don't
Skull.
forget you have advantage because you have help.
Yes, the advantage helps. 20. Unnatural.
You
Or dirty.
definitely smack them. Roll damage. Unless I transferred him off, I go back to my 600-pound picture.
4.
fucking hate you so much. How do you bring him down? He had 4 hit points left. He had exactly 4 hit points left.
Yay! I'm just gonna aim for like, so instead of the skull, I'm just gonna aim for like, just like right between the ribs and all the way down, and just sort of like sunder it in half.
He already had a few ribs missing from when Zincy's went after him.
Yeah.
They were hanging, and they're now just flying. They're scattered out around it. His collarbone is removed, and it's splatted. You put it from a skeleton to a pile of bones.
Yay!
All right. That's that.
Wait, hold on. Is there there's one left?
Yes, there is one more left.
All right, I'm gonna get in between the one that is left and Zinzi's. But like also 5 feet over, so Zinzi's is still like direct path to it, but like motherly instincts.
Here?
Like, stay away from my daughter, you bitch.
Not my daughter, you bitch.
Yeah, fine.
That was the most badass moment for Molly Weasley.
Absolutely.
What was funny is
Badass.
both the actresses were best friends.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I just loved the interviews with Helena.
Yeah.
Like,
There's Helena doing an interview, and like Tom Felton's walking by. She's like, "Oh, hello, Auntie Bella's back."
This is so good.
they're eating yogurt and just like, I get to torture Emma
Right.
Watson today. Good day. You're like, what?
Yeah.
No,
She's like,
literally at one point she was filming both the King's Speech and I think Order of the Phoenix, and her son came up to her and asked her, "Mommy, who are you being today, the Queen or the Witch?" And she's like, "You know what? I never really thought about it that way. That is a good question."
I think I remember that particular part of one of my favorite behind the scenes things about the bank scene was so essentially they both did so Emma Watson did the scene first as Hermione,
Mhm.
then trying to be Bellatrix, and
Yeah.
then Helena came on
As
tried to imitate how she was imitating her. So it was the character, rather than playing the character, playing another character, trying to play her character. And it was the most like, what the fuck is this?
Meta.
Also, she apparently after the torture scene, the final cut of the torture scene, you know, Emma was a little bit shaken up by it, and she's just like, and then she comes over, just all smiles, like, "Oh, you doing okay, honey? Okay, good." And she goes off to have her yogurt or something. It's like she is unfazed. Emma's like,
Yep.
okay. It's like,
All right. Are we ready?
yeah.
yes.
Let us continue. There is one bird folk skeleton left, and he is next.
He's
And
also legless.
yep, he's. I'm giving him disadvantage because I did say that he is legless and clawing at your feet. So he's going to just try to like claw at your feet.
Mm.
I think that still hits.
What is that?
13 plus 5. 18.
Oh, yeah, that hits. Oh, yeah, that hits.
So it just reaches for your ankle and pulls.
Bloody stubborn thing, die. I know I took off your leg, but you can't take mine. Damn it, Sarah. You have no poker face.
You rolled max damage.
Yep.
How
6
much
more
is-
points of damage.
4 points of damage? Okay.
Oh my god.
6 more.
It's
6
4 points.
I'm glad we bought potions.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm putting this away now.
Sarah,
I have
stop.
six. I have 6 health.
Sarah, you are surrounded by DMs. Keep that fucking dice.
Okay. All right. Cool. So now it's Zincy's. It's your turn.
Seeing Gerald get nipped in the ankles, I'm going to run forward with my
Okay.
rapier, total Reaper Cheap style, and go to stab the bird skeleton.
Nippy nipped is one word.
All right.
Tore the fuck out of my leg is another word.
I did say he's down, which means he's prone, which means advantage.
Okay. So, let me get another D20. 18s plus 5. So 19 on both.
Go for it.
Aim him. Staying good.
Max damage. Woo! 13 points of piercing damage.
Tell me how you're bringing him down.
I take my rapier and jam it through one of the eye sockets. Through the skull. And I
Awesome.
go, stay down!
As you do that, you kind of give it a twist, and it pops part of the skull and cracks it in half.
I said stay down, not split in half, but that works too.
Ooh. He had 1 hit point left.
I almost one-shot him.
That's amazing.
He had 1 hit point left,
I could have sneezed on him.
which is why I was like, he needs to be on the ground. There's nothing left.
I could have just punched him, because my punching damage is 1 point.
You could have punched him, and he would have.
You could have kicked him in the head and just booted his head.
I was like, he needs to be on the ground. You guys need an advantage, and he needs disadvantage. He's got 1 hit point.
I feel like I did overkill.
Little bit.
Amazing.
Little bit.
Amazing. This is perfect. Cool.
I'm a hyped up squirrel on caffeine. I go all out, man.
All right.
So yeah, after combat is done, I'm gonna touch myself on the chest area. I'm gonna touch myself, and I'm gonna use healing word.
Okay.
Wording! Wording!
I know what I said.
This is when Archer comes in. Are we not saying phrasing anymore?
No,
No, it's fine. I just want to know.
See, that's 6 whole health back.
And I don't mean to distract Sarah, but I really got to share this. I drew another Darren and little Naira thing.
Do it. Oh, it's my daughter.
Where's your bean?
Oh.
I love it.
Oh.
What's that?
Oh.
I'm going to take a picture and send it to you.
Oh.
I'm just like, okay, I found this base on Pinterest. I'm just like, I have to draw Dad and his little girl.
That's so cute.
The beans.
My heart.
She's totally Wednesday Addams, though, in her behavior. I already did the audio, and this little lady in Sierra is like, Naira's at that special age where a girl has only one thing on her mind. Boys, Naira already 1 level into Barbarian. Homicide.
Homicide.
Auntie Sutha is so proud.
Yeah. No, people think she's going to be a rogue like her parents, or even a ranger like her mom or a cleric. No, she goes Barbarian.
Auntie Sutha is proud.
Because she's a tiny half-elven, half-ASMR ball of rage.
That's one of the things, like, emotions, like, I don't want to say this, but I think she inherited your ability to cope. I think she adapted your coping mechanisms, which is murder.
All right. So,
You got babysat by a raven, okay? Whenever a raven caws, she caws back.
okay. Does anyone need a bathroom break or anything?
I do.
All right. I'm going to pause the recording.
Okay.
We're back.
Sorry.
I healed, and so...
Every time I start, I make a random noise or say something.
All right. So, we are back. You guys are still in the swamp. Did everyone take a chance to heal, or did you want to take a short rest as well?
I'm good. I didn't get hit.
I got it.
I gotta expend one of my...
I'm gonna use one of the regular healing tokens.
Okay.
I mean, if we want to, we can just take a short rest so you don't spend equipment.
We can probably go a bit
We'll just
further
take
and then...
watch.
there's probably a spot that Gerald knows it's a little bit safer up ahead that they can make a little camp with.
Yeah, you guys would be able to find a spot with relative ease.
That way we just save health potions.
Yeah. Take a short rest to use some hit die.
Okay. It's up to you how you guys want to handle that. In the meantime, Gwen, can you still hear me?
I'm here.
Okay. Did you want to take the time to read that book?
I've been sort of reading as we've been walking.
Okay. Then roll me an intelligence check with advantage.
Thank you.
My headscarf's going crazy. Sorry, what am I rolling?
Intelligence check with advantage.
Okay, thank goodness. Ooh, 12.
Okay. And that's with the advantage, right?
That's with the advantage. I rolled a 2 for the first one.
Okay. You know that the caverns have a lot of caustic and sticky slimes throughout them. You don't know which one you'll face. You don't know if you'll face both. There's rumors of another kind of slime, but you don't know anything more about those from the book. And you do know, let me grab this. Nope, that's not the one I'm looking for. Although, where's the other half of that? Here it is. Nope, that's not it either. Okay. So, caustic slimes are quicker than sticky slimes. Sticky slimes don't move very fast, so it's pretty easy to outrun those. Caustic slimes tend to have acid damage. Sticky slimes, it's more bludgeoning. Yeah, they're sticky slimes. Okay, so yes, but with sticky slimes, you have to be more careful with their trails, where they've been, because they leave sticky residue behind them as they travel and use that to track their prey.
So they use their slime to track things?
To trap things, yes. So they will go back and forth over an area and then wait.
Gwendolyn is going to share all this with the group, by the way.
Zincy's, you're muted, by the way.
Sorry. And then you accidentally walk onto a trail and it's like, I can't move.
Exactly.
I know.
They are difficult beings to deal with. And you would also know that they have blind sight, but the blind sight only goes about 60 feet. Not all the way. It's not too large of a space. They have blind sight up to 60 feet. For both types of slimes. Okay.
That's what I'm dealing with right now. But yes, that's good.
Okay.
So caustic is acid. Sticky is more ensnaring.
And bludgeoning.
And then they have blind sight within 60 feet, you said?
60 feet blind sight, yes.
Okay. Excellent. Gwendolyn's gonna convey that to everybody. She's gonna be like, "Oh my, this is interesting. Let me read off these properties to everyone." And that's how that goes.
All right.
God, those things sound tricky.
None of that's really comforting.
Well, the more we know, we'll know better to look out for.
Let's just keep an eye out for sticky trails.
Yes, make sure to look at your feet. You don't want to run into one of those sticky trails.
Yeah, don't want that to happen at all. Tail still twitching.
All right. Are you guys ready to continue?
I guess so.
All right.
Yep.
So you continue down on your way to the caverns. Now that you know what to look for in relations to slime, and you've dealt with bird folk, you have like a little bit more of an idea as to what to expect going forward. So you kind of keep an eye out for it. Sorry, I'm organizing all of my cards and shit.
You're good.
I've got a few cards. I'm sorry. So you get to the Mockden Caverns. They're outside of the caverns. There are a couple of options for you. Why is that like this? Hold on. Let me find it in my notes because I lost it. All right, so there's, as you know, there's a network of caverns for the caves themselves. As you're traveling down the road, you are going to come across the edge of the swamp where you see two different entrances. The closest entrance is not too far from you. It's to the southwest of the swamp. And then there's another one a little bit further up. And then at the one that you see about 80 feet away from you, there are when you get there, two sticky slimes towards the entrance of this particular cavern opening. You can see the further entrance. Roll me a perception check, whoever is interested.
Ooh. 23, dear.
17.
Nice.
Okay. So you both can see from this distance. There are a couple caustic slimes at the further one, and there are a couple sticky slimes at this one. You are about 80 feet away from the closest entrance right now, so you have a choice to either deal with the sticky slimes or the caustic slimes. And because you are 80 feet away, they don't see you yet. What would you like to do?
How close are they together?
15 feet from each other. Not far.
You kind of lean over towards the group, kind of trying to be quiet. I do have a spell that might be able to catch them all, but I will have to get a bit closer.
That sounds promising.
What kind of spell?
He kind of flexes his wings out of his cloak, and kind of electrical energy sort of crackles along his wings. I believe the thunder ability. I will warn you, it does get loud. So I will warn you to cover your ears before I use it.
It's very kind of you for the warning.
Just depends on which group we'd like to tangle with.
Rather not tangle with either of them, but
We are currently in our way. And if anything, if she's still alive, she might hear it.
true.
Hopefully not think that the cave is collapsing in on them. This happens.
The spell's not going to collapse the cave, is it?
No, it's just a loud sound. It doesn't have that much force behind it.
Okay.
It sounds like thunder. If you have a particular phobia of thunder, I do apologize.
I'm for it. Let's do it. I've got your back.
We can take out one of the groups right away. I'm for it.
Certainly try.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Going to get closer. Oh, I left my wallet in the car. Just threw it at me. I'm going to get closer, and I am going to initiate. Please don't. They're closed. He says, I'm going to go bar hopping with that. I'm like, please don't. They're closed. I'm going to use Thunder Wave on. I'm going to close enough so Thunder Wave would try and get as many in a 15-foot cone as I can.
Okay. How close do you have to be?
I have to pretty much be like all up in their business.
Okay.
I have to get pretty close, and then so we kind of ease up to them.
We've dealt with Thunderwave before. It's a cube.
Yeah.
You can either be 5 feet away from them or 15 feet away from them to at least get one of them into it.
I want to try and get as many as I can because it's an AoE.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you start approaching them, they have a blind sight of 16 feet. They know you're coming before you get too close.
Yeah.
And start turning towards you.
Great. Hello, boys or girls. Not entirely sure.
They are not the fastest. So they are slowly creeping up on you.
Careful, Gerald.
But you are currently five feet from these bad boys.
Oh boy.
And both.
How many is in the group?
You're 10. Well, you're 10 feet from them. But they have, since you started to approach, they've gotten closer to each other, so they are within your cubiness, so you can deal damage.
Okay. I will use Thunder Wave as he's going to look back at them. You might want to cover your ears. And he's like the lightning, the energy's kind of charge in his wings, and he's going to slap them together and send out a wave of thunder and electricity. They must each make a 13 Constitution save.
My stars.
And when they take, if they fail the save, they take 2d8 thunder damage and are pushed 10 feet away from you. But if they make the save, they take half as much damage, and they are not pushed.
Where's my pencil? Here we go.
In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away from you by the spell's effect, and the spell emits a thunderous boom audible out to 300 feet.
Woo.
Which, that last part, I find very silly. I don't know if there's a spell you can throw 300 feet.
Well, it's just the sound.
Yeah.
All right, so one of them made it, the other did not.
Okay. My D8 is a D8. Okay, so I will roll for the one that. Do you want me to just roll one D8 for him? Or do we roll both D8 and then.
Roll your damage. Roll
Okay.
the 2d8 and then we'll have it.
Okay. Ooh. That's a 15.
15 total?
15 total. Let me see. To get any additional bonus? No, it's just 2d8. So, yeah, 15 total.
Fifteen halved is 7.
We'll round
Yeah, I
down.
round down.
So that'll be 7. Yes.
7.
All right, so the one that did not make it just vibrates and scatters. The other one is still coming towards you and is going to attack you with its pseudopod.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
It just basically, it's like, creates like a little bit of a stringy, sticky nastiness and just whacks at you.
Watch yourself, Gerald. Oh, God.
It's not going to hit because it hit with a 7 to hit.
Yeah, no. But yeah. It's a bastard.
All right. Did anyone else want to do anything? Several point
Cover my ears.
when it's got such few left. Huh?
I covered my ears.
There is one more still standing, right in front of Gerald.
Infestation.
Ooh.
I'll like sort of like creep up behind Gerald as he's like walking towards them, and like infestation worms. They may need to make a con save.
Okay.
If that's all right.
That's a natural 1.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a no.
Alright, the worms like sort of like pop up out of the ground and start burrowing through it.
What kind of damage is it?
It's poison damage.
Okay.
And then it's just 1d6. 3.
Did you roll the hit? I don't remember.
No, it was a con save.
Oh, that's right. And that's when he did the 1. So 3 damage.
Mhm.
It's quivering, but it still exists.
Okay. They also move.
I would also like to point out it is super fucking slow.
They move south unless south is towards us. Sorry. I'm sorry. They move south unless Gerald is right there.
No. That moves them back a square. So Gerald, you get an attack of opportunity if you'd like.
Sorry, no, it doesn't provoke an attack of opportunity. That's part of the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says this movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, and if the direction rolled is blocked, then the target doesn't move.
Okay.
But 3 damage. It's 3 damage.
All right, it's still up. Barely. Did anyone else want to do anything?
I'll go up and slice it.
All right.
Eat that jelly.
Red
Eat.
goes forward and slices it with your rapier. Go for it.
With my rapier.
Stab, stab.
Do I roll damage?
Did you roll to hit?
Roll a hit, yeah. 11.
It hits. They don't have a high armor class.
Cool. So D8 plus 9 points of damage.
Okay. It crumples up into a pile of goo. But your sword is stuck to the pile of goo. Make a strength check, please.
Strength check. Okay. Reroll. 8.
Yeah, it's dead, so it didn't have a high DC on this one, so you still pull it out. All right. That's 2 slimes down. And we go into the caverns.
Yay.
One hope is that she heard the thunderous sound. And
Are there any bats nearby?
Not really. You'd think there would be.
Any creatures whatsoever?
Little bugs. You get the feeling that most animals avoid the cave with the slimes in them,
Yeah, that makes sense.
as if they don't, they become food.
Okay. I was going to use Animal Messenger, but I will wait.
Okay.
Because it requires something that actively wants to go into a non-dangerous place.
I don't know if I would consider this cave not dangerous.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think any creature would like willingly like go in here and be like, "Oh, hello, there's slimes everywhere. I would love to deliver a message, please."
Not really. This is not exactly a safe place where you guys are.
Everyone, tread carefully. Stay together.
All right. You guys enter the caves. And
There's an
Who
explosion.
keeps hitting their microphone?
my papers were on this computer. I'm sorry.
Okay. I almost just like yeeted out of my chair.
It's
Steve
my
J-
pile of notes. I'm sorry.
we're not streaming, Paige. You can't yeet yourself out of the chair.
Yeah, we don't have
to be
AJ
on
to clip it.
stream.
We are recording this for potentially YouTube's sake, so.
Well, I did
AJ, if you're watching this, can you go back and clip that? Thank you.
that. Yeah, go back and clip. If she falls out, go back and clip it. You like Paige?
Da, 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 da. So you've been walking in the caves, and about 30 minutes into the cave, there is a long tunnel. And as you look down the tunnel in front of you, it's haphazardly propped with makeshift frame made from wooden struts. The time-worn frame creaks audibly, and dust occasionally showers down from the ceiling of the tunnel. It looks like it could collapse any moment. How would you like to proceed to head down this cavern, this tunnel? It does not look very safe.
Gerald? Would not suggest using that spell again.
Yeah.
I would.
Quick question.
Good. Hmm.
How dark is it in this cave?
It's dimly lit. I mean, if you keep going, you guys will have to worry about dark vision. But there's like this kind of like phosphorus moss on parts of the wall, giving it a little bit of light. Think the mushrooms in Skyrim.
Okay. Gwendolyn is gonna take, just like, she's gonna scoop some of it, put it in a jar, and cast Druidcraft to make it glow brighter.
Okay, very nice.
And then, yeah, she's gonna try to keep it intact though. She doesn't want to hurt it.
Okay.
So
Hero will stay in the front since he has dark vision.
Okay. As you've made it a little bit brighter and having that dark vision as well to help, you'll see that the supports are mostly holding up like giant rocks, things like that. It's not like you collapse it and the whole thing's going to cave in on you. It's if anything happens to these struts, these giant chunks of stone that are being supported are going to collapse, not the whole tunnel.
okay, sort of like a trap.
Kind of. More like they tried to brace up areas that they thought were going to be an issue eventually when these were used for more like other means, what other people have come through before. I don't want to say like mining because it's not necessarily mining, but in that after they had been braced, the area around them crumbled a little bit more, so it's less sturdy than originally had been placed with these objects.
All right. So I'm just trying to find my sticky notes from the other day. Oh boy.
Oh.
Dom opened a window upstairs. I was just calling out to him.
All right. So you guys have any ideas as to how you're going to deal with your situation? Do you want to just keep going? Do you want to?
Very.
Very, very carefully.
Not using thunder wave so soon.
No more thunder wave.
No more thunder wave today. We've had enough thunder wave from you today.
I'm gonna send my familiar forward just to see if they can see anything. It's the flying dragonfly.
Okay. And you go into vision?
Yeah.
All right. So your dragonfly goes forward down the tunnel, being very careful not to bump anything.
Mm-hmm.
How far can it travel before you lose sight?
I believe it's.
How far do you want it to travel?
I'm just gonna have it go until it can't communicate with me anymore, and then I'll fly back.
Okay.
And that is a distance, and I will tell you what that distance is.
I think it's usually like 100 feet you can.
Yeah, 100 feet.
Okay. It's just a long ass hallway.
The dragonfly have dark vision?
No, but it's still low light, I think.
Yeah, they're still low. There's because of the phosphor, and as the dragonfly keeps going, the amount of that glowing moss just kind of grows, and it's a little bit. There's more of it as it keeps going.
Okay.
So it's not terrible. It's decently lit. I mean, you can make a perception roll. for your dragonfly.
That's a natural one.
That is some pretty moss, and your dragonfly thinks it's some really pretty moss and keeps going up to the moss and just like it's distracted. It's very distracted, easily distracted, and you try to get it back on task and it's like a moth in a lamp.
Come back.
Sam.
Oh,
Sam.
my familiar's a little crazy sometimes.
Okay. All right. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah. We did.
Carefully move forward, I think. Is that the only way down further in?
Yes.
I say we go in very quietly and slowly.
I agree.
Don't make any loud noises. Don't make any sudden movements.
Perhaps we should all take
Very careful.
watch of a certain part of the cave. I'll take the ceiling if you don't mind.
All right.
I would watch on the ground.
All right. So first, then we will make perception checks for the areas that you're looking.
That's better. 22.
Okay.
Ceiling.
Zinsies?
I made one as well.
What was the kind of check we're doing again?
First is a perception check. Okay.
Natural 1.
All right, Gerald, what did you roll and where were you looking?
I'm kind of looking around to but that is a slutty 20
Okay.
and a +3, so 23.
All right, Red, did you want to make a perception check and where do you want to look?
Yeah, same thing. Slutty 20 for 23. And like, what else is there to look for? Anything else that anybody else isn't looking at, I will look at.
All right. Well, no one's looking behind, so you can keep an eye out.
Great,
behind.
I will keep an eye on behind.
All right. Now I want everyone to roll me a stealth check as you go forward as quietly and carefully as you can.
This is dangerous.
Oh.
Corona.
I'm worried.
That's a 23. I rolled a 19.
11.
9.
I have I kind of technically have a genetic help, is that my wings don't make noise.
7. And I'm going to save my portent for something more important. So I'm not going to use my higher number.
As you guys are very carefully, very quietly creeping down this hallway. Yeah. You start to see who is looking up at the ceiling. You start to see more of the dust starting to come down.
Ooh.
And a shift in one of the slats next to you. Everyone make me a dexterity saving throw.
I know.
Everyone look out!
Ooh. Should be fine. Should be fine. I'll be fine. I'm not.
20.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
That's
When?
19 total.
Okay.
8.
Ooh.
Oh no.
You don't have much in the way of If 3 dexterous beings and I'm sorry, but an old lady. Now, if she beat all of us on that dexterity save, that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, she's more of a hedgehog where she like hides rather than jumps out of the way.
Yeet.
All right. Gerald, Zinsies and Red are able to move down the hallway a little faster and avoid most of the damage. So you guys only take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Bonk.
Gwen,
Yes.
you're not as lucky
That's fair.
as it whacks one of the larger stones whacks you straight in your back,
Ouch.
Oh, bonk.
and you take 5
Okay.
points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
All right.
My quills.
You.
You guys help each other up and brush yourselves off.
Is the bottle still intact?
Roll me another dexterity saving throw.
You would.
You asked.
10.
It's fine.
Okay. So she like
A
she
little,
sort of like
it's got a little
flumps
chip on the
forward,
lid.
like holding it.
It's got a couple chips in it, but it's fine.
My darling mushroom. Whatever would I do without you?
Okay. So you guys keep traveling down this tunnel?
Yeah.
All right. You end up walking down this cavern for about another 30 minutes with nothing really happening, no sights. It's doesn't seem to do much, and then it opens up into a more spacious cavern. There are stalactites and stalagmites that are all over the floor and the ceiling. You can hear the occasional dripping of water from them. There are 3 openings on the other side of the cavern as you enter.
I'll do another quick flyby with, no pun intended, the dragonfly.
Are you doing this from inside the cavern, or are you still in the entrance?
Like at the entrance, I'll sort of like send. I don't know. Did I name it last time?
I don't think so.
Jujubee is going to be its name.
Okay.
Jujubee is going to be like.
I cannot wait until I get my notebooks and can write all this down. It's gonna be great. All right, so roll me a perception check first.
God bless America.
8.
8. Yep.
Do you know which of the 3 entrances you want to look at? There's one on the left, one in the middle, and one on the right.
I was going to kind of do like a swoop just past each of them.
Okay.
And then like come back to me. Jujubee.
All right. They're cave openings.
You guys, there's 3 cave openings over here.
It's not really much else to see with a perception of 8.
Yeah, dragonfly. Jujubee, why don't you take a nap? Here.
One of them, 2 of them are about 15 feet tall. One of them's wider. The middle one is wider than the first one, and the last one's smaller. It's only about 4 feet tall and 4 feet wide.
Okay.
I'd like to look at the ground to see if there's any fresh footprints.
Roll me. We'll say that one. We'll make it a investigation, and unless you're still like staying where you were.
My die jumped out of my hand way too early and I rolled a 6. My die betrayed me.
Yeah, these guys are
Can I
all
make
right now.
investigation check for like maybe lingering scents or smells?
Are you? That would be perception for sense and smells. You can do that.
You are going back in the bag.
Natural 20.
Okay. As you are slowly entering into this cavern and you're keeping a nose out, it's definitely got a very moldy smell to it. And you do pick up a very sulfuric smell, almost.
Okay.
And it leads your nose up. And you look up, and there are a couple of shifting movements on the ceiling. In a couple spots. In about 4 different spots.
The stalactites are moving.
Back up, back up, back up, back up now.
As you
Back up
say
now.
that, down drops 4 slimes
Yeah,
surrounding you guys.
great.
This is a threat.
There are 2 of them are sticky.
Great.
And 2 of them are caustic, which are these bad boys.
Ooh.
Hard to see because it's my map interfering.
They look like the map.
Now, you have, let me, real quick. A couple options here. You can either fight them, or you can try to quickly decide which entrance you're going to go through and try and book it. That decision is up to you. I'm just telling you that it's there. But you don't have long to decide.
Quick question. What is the layout of the floor between us and the entrances?
Let me show you.
Is it at an angle? Is it...
It's pretty flat.
Okay.
There's scattered stalactites and stalagmites, but nothing that'll encumber your movement here.
I'm trying to find an insect equivalent of a dragonfly, and I think the closest thing I can find is a spider. It's a tiny beast.
Now, just because you guys are all woodland creatures doesn't mean that, like, mice don't exist, if that's what you're worried about.
It's kind of like fucking Disney with Mickey and all them, and then there's Pluto, who's just a fucking dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
both
like little
Pluto and
birds.
Goofy are dogs.
Yeah.
How I understand is Humblewood isn't like an entire world of things like this. Humblewood is where things like this live.
Right.
So there's still woodland creatures that come around. I think some of the enemies I've seen are literally just giant pumas. And
Yeah, I might change
Like
Dude to be
Narnia,
something
there's the
else.
speaking animals and the non-speaking animals.
yeah.
Yep.
At one time, all the animals spoke, but now only a few remain.
Foot keeps getting stuck. It's fine. Is that better for the map? A little bit?
I can barely see the terrain.
Okay.
Sorry, as someone who also has issues with stupid map phone business. Ooh, I like that corset.
Oh, well, thank you.
Ooh, yeah, I can definitely see the map better there.
Cool. All right. Sticky, sticky, caustic, caustic. You guys. This is the 10 feet by 5 feet, 10 feet by 10 feet, or sorry, 15 foot by 5 foot, 15 foot by 10 foot, and this one is 4 by 4. It's a little weird, but that's because I had to fuck with this map on my own.
Well, someone should make a decision.
I say we run.
Might as well run. That's slow.
Which way you running?
Down the middle?
Middle.
Right down the middle?
Yeah.
Middle sounds good to me.
All right. As you approach this middle one, and these slimes are slowly moving towards you because they're fucking slow. These ones are a little bit faster. But as you approach it, you're going to notice that this one also has more of those beams to hold it up. You can pile through it, but there's a chance it'll cave in unless you move a little bit slower to avoid triggering it. So it would just be another stealth check.
Let's try it out.
Mm, 19.
Okay. Any other rolls?
I'm about to do mine real quick. Sorry, I had something pop up on my phone.
For what again?
Stealth roll. Just to try and sneak past without collapsing.
Ooh. 12.
Okay.
10.
Okay. Because of the natural 20, counting as 2 successes, you guys are fine.
Yay.
You sneak past and get through this cavern relatively quickly. Like I said, these things don't move very fast, so they probably will only get about there. These move a little bit faster, but Sticky Slime gets behind you first and kind of holds up the line. So you guys are able to get through without much issue.
Yay!
Good work, everyone. Let's keep going before they catch up.
I'm just going to stay standing because it's easier. All right, so as you are traveling, you notice that the cavern continues on. Eventually, you'll see that the second cavern that was to the right slowly actually mixes in with this one. So the 4x4 would have been a good idea too. And you're able to keep going. After about another 30 minutes of walking, did you guys want to do anything while you're going?
I'm just looking up at the ceiling every now and then and
Keeping a lookout on the ground.
Okay, keep looking out. Roll me perception checks.
For all of us?
Yep.
Whoever wants to keep a lookout. 5,
19.
19.
19 for the ceiling.
14.
Okay, where are you just looking ahead? Are you looking behind? Where are you looking?
21 up furthest. I can see farther since I have dark vision.
As you keep walking, you'll notice that the cavern starts to open up into another cavern that has a couple more openings to it. There are these pools of they look like pools of like a bioluminescent water. So it's pretty well lit in this particular chamber. There's more of that fungus lining the walls. And not only the fungus, but there's these smears on the wall that are also luminescent. And as you get closer and closer to this cave, they become more constant. Just more of them as you keep going.
Can I use a nature check to see if this is slime related? Since I've been researching.
Go for it.
Do I have advantage or no?
Yeah, you have advantage.
Ooh, that's good because I rolled a natural 20 and a 16.
All right. It's definitely slime related. It definitely looks like a slime, like an ooze of some kind. But it's not like what you saw from either of the other kinds of slimes. Now, in the book, you did see that there were references to other slimes that no one had categorized. But they were more like, we believe this might exist. There's no information about it.
Everyone, hold up a moment. These slime patterns here. I believe we are going to encounter the third type of slime.
The third type?
Sorry, I have long arms, so I forget that the hedgehogs are like, the third type of slime.
Did we mention that third type earlier?
Yes, it's actually quite interesting. We may be the first to encounter
one that they had not yet to prove its existence.
Yes, these patterns.
Making history today, isn't that exciting?
Since she already has
Lovely.
white fur, Zinzi's cannot go any paler, but if she were human, all the color would have left her face.
Oh no, it's
alright, we'll be okay.
Zinzi's usually like, I have no fear. Slime's like this. I have one fear.
We're all in danger.
She's a small town farm girl who has never encountered like more than possibly like some coyotes.
How big are the pools? The bioluminescent pools?
Well, so that's in the cavern itself. You guys haven't actually really seen that yet.
Oh, okay. I was gonna scoop some liquid up and put it in a vial.
That's actually, I mean, you can probably scoop some off of the wall if you're interested.
Well, no, not yet.
Okay. All right. So, all right. So you see the residue, the slime residue on the walls, and you'll see that they come up too. So it's not just down; they're up and above. And it slowly opens up into this large cavern. Coming to the space at the center of the cave, you can see on one of the back walls a young Corvum that is standing. She's standing next to a rock formation, but you'll notice that there's a sheen covering her, a very slimy sheen. So you're able to tell that she's actually stuck where she is and not able to move.
She's just standing like a statue?
She looks at you guys directly, seeing you come in, and looks like she starts to speak, and then her eyes go wide, and she looks up.
I was looking at the ceiling. Do I see anything?
When you look up, hold on a moment.
It's a gelatinous cube! No, Jesus.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
As you
Happy
look
moment.
out,
One more. He didn't hit.
falls
Oh.
you see about here is a sticky slime. About here, another sticky slime.
Great.
And about here falls a giant, iridescent almost slime that just from the ceiling
Oh boy.
and falls right into place. Roll me initiative.
Oh my.
Right.
Sorry, I missed part of that.
Ah.
I imagine with the horrified look on Zinzi's face, I imagine things did not go well.
We're at the part in Onward.
Oh no!
So
no! And Gerald!
we have Gerald was in the front, and then Gwen behind him, who was also perceiving, and then we have Zinzi's and Red.
That is a dirty 20.
You two probably don't see this yet. Zinzi's and Red, you just see the other two in the front freaking out a little bit.
Gerald's like, oh no.
24.
All right.
We're making contact.
We come in. No, we don't come in peace. I can't. I'm not gonna lie to it.
We've come to hack you into pieces.
What's the? God, I don't know what the intelligence score of these things is.
Let's see.
I don't even know if that spell's gonna work.
Plus, I think we have to understand language.
AJ sends his love and says hi. Not in that order. From his
I'm
workplace.
pressing every button but the button I need to be pressing to look at the spell.
All the buttons. Is your dad mad that he can't go bar hopping?
No, he was kidding. I told you guys about Arthur, didn't I? The guy who I took to his daughter's house at 1 a.m.
Yep.
The local neighborhood handyman, crackhead and drunk, who is genuinely most of the time a nice guy. Doesn't listen for shit, but he's an okay dude. My dad's been working. He found a lawnmower sitting out in front of someone's house, for the garbage. So he absconded with it. And he talked to him. He shot at the guy. He's like, "Yeah, it didn't work. You can go ahead and have it. You can get it to work. You can have it." So he took it. He tried to figure it out. Couldn't figure it out. Took it to my dad. My dad cleaned it all out. Changed the oil. Tightened up a few things. And it's also a self-propelled mower. Arthur's getting pretty old, so a self-propelled mower for her would be great. So now it's working. He just came over and got it. And my mom got she got a whole bunch of new little masks for what's going on right now, and she set one out for him. So he has a new lawnmower and a face mask.
Yeah.
I
Now-
also miscounted. There's 3 sticky slimes.
And now he might stop coming over 15 times a day.
Yay.
For his damn mower.
Or you'll never get rid of him. It's one or the other.
Yeah, we were.
I rolled a 15. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Okay.
I dirty 20.
Give me 1 minute. You guys can keep talking while I just find my last card. Here it is. Found it. You may never go. Sticky slimes are useless.
It's very sad how I sometimes entertain myself by just wiggling my legs. I'm wearing shorts at the moment, so I'm watching my jiggly hams. Why dost thou jiggle so much?
What about you? Okay.
Behind the eyes.
All right, 25 to 20.
20.
20 and red.
24.
Okay.
I hope I don't roll anything terrible up in the front.
15 to 20. All right, so Gwen said 16, right?
Yeah.
Followed by you. $10 to 15. All right, I just said that, didn't I? No, I didn't. 5 to 10.
6.
Okay. It's actually not as bad as you think. You beat out one of the slimes.
1.
You're also in the back, so it'll be okay.
And I don't know if you guys heard me, but I miscounted on my sheet here, and there's actually 3 sticky slimes and 1 big guy.
Ooh.
Okay. So we start with red. What you got for me? You are actually in the back. It's going to take you a bit to get through the crowd.
Whose turn is it?
It's red's turn.
Okay.
But you're in the back. So a bit to get
Okay.
through everybody, just so you're aware.
Yeah, I'm gonna push through everybody. I'll get to the nearest slime and slice him up.
All right.
Like jello.
As you step out into the hall, I need you to roll me a strength check as you feel
Okay.
the bottoms of your boots getting caught on the ground in front of you.
14.
Okay, that makes it. That succeeds. I just lost my freaking paper. Here we go. Yeah, so you're able to break free from it and get to the slime right here. That is a sticky slime. What would you like to do to it?
I'm gonna slice it up.
Okay.
My rapier.
slice it.
Yeet. Woo! That was a natural 20 before it rolled off of the table. Hold on. Just oh damn it. 11.
11?
Yeah.
11 hits.
Oh. Okay. Fantastic. That's a D8 plus 4. Ooh, max damage. 12 points.
Okay. You slice through that slime and it is just barely quivering there. And as you go to pull your blade away, I'm not moving very well. Roll me a strength check to get it out.
Ah. 8.
It's not moving. Your sword is
Great.
in the
Can I use a bonus action to shove a rapier, or not a rapier, a short sword.
Sure. Go ahead.
For because I have weapon fighting.
Yeah, you're good. Go ahead.
So roll attack.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's a 15 on the die.
You hit it.
Yeah. And then that's a d6 plus 4. 8 points of damage.
You go to carve your own blade out and hit it just enough that it just pops and starts to spill out
Ew.
in front of you, but your rapier is free, as is your sword.
Great.
So that's one down. Anything else you'd like to do?
Careful where you step.
You don't really have any movement left.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll stay there.
So next it is, which one was that? Just immediately take off one of my slimes off of my tracker. It's fine. Gerald,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
Where am I in relation to the slimes?
So you start walking forward.
Where am I on the map?
This is you.
That is me. Where is the closest slime?
Here.
I will carefully move towards the slime. I can move out. It's in the sort of in the open where I can see it, and I'm going to.
Make me a strength save.
Oh,
You try to
am I already in the goop?
There is a trail in front of it, that covers the front of the entire entrance, as Red discovered, from the sticky slimes.
15.
Yeah, you make it.
Yay for being a strig and having bonuses to my strength.
All right, so you can get here.
Okay, cool. I will. So we have two. How many slimes are in? How many enemies are in the room?
There's still 3.
3. Okay, and they're just sticky slimes.
Sticky, unknown big guy. You don't know what this guy is. He's kind of opalescent. He kind of iridescent. He kind of shifts in colors from purples to greens to blues, and it's just like a constant fluxing rainbow of colors through this giant slime right in the middle of the room.
I'm going to do something potentially dumb.
Okay.
I'm going to hold out my feathery hands, and I will cast Dissonant Whispers at the slime.
Which one?
The big slime, the big boy.
Okay.
You must make a Wisdom saving throw of 13. She pulled out something else. I am worried.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought you pulled out something. Let me just check and see what it's in here.
Let's see.
I need to collect my dice. For a spell I can use at level 2, Dissonant Whispers hits like a truck. It's 3d6 psychic damage.
Mm-hmm. So you release the spell at the slime. and realize it doesn't have ears.
But can it hear?
No. They depend on blind sight and use earth tremors. They don't have ears. They cannot hear. They cannot be deafened. So dissonant whispers wouldn't really work.
A deafened creature automatically succeeds the save. So they're not. So are they deaf, or are they? So they can't be deafened, but are they already? Because they're already deaf.
If they can't hear,
they only see anything through blind sight. So they feel the tremors through the sliminess. They don't have any way of hearing.
No.
That's why I wanted to look it up just to see. I mean,
Yeah, I get that.
looking at this, I don't see how they would be able to hear.
Boo!
Sorry.
It's okay. I didn't know if it was gonna work or not. I was worried about it. Like,
That's why we risk it.
risking it for a biscuit. Well, I don't think I can do anything else because I don't have another attack action. I don't think I do anyway. So I cast a spell and it failed. So I think I'm done. So I don't think I can attack the slime or the slime.
No.
No, because I cast the.
Yeah.
Yes,
Unless you spell
yeah.
bonus action.
That's fair.
I apologize.
Okay.
Gwendolyn, you are up.
Oh my, that's quite a fancy looking slime.
Well, I know that doesn't work. It doesn't have ears, so no sound-based attacks can work. That's unfortunate.
Well, at least it didn't hear your thunder wave.
Wait a minute. Hold on. It can be hit by psychic damage.
Can be hit by psychic damage.
It can be hit by psychic damage. So, in theory, Dissonant Whisper should be able to work. So I'll give you that. Okay. All right. That's cool. You said it's a what save? Wisdom?
A wisdom save.
And this is the big one?
It's the big boy.
Yeah, no. That's a 7.
That's a no. All right. He's going to take 3d6 damage. 5, 8. That's 12 psychic damage.
Okay.
I math correctly. Okay. Did I math correctly? Yes, I mathed correctly.
You said 12?
12.
Why? Why are you locking? You asshole.
I'm sorry.
Not you, the tablet. Doesn't want to work. That's fine. Yeah, I was right the first time. All right, so you hit it, and it quakes, and it definitely felt the damage. And you watch as it turns and shifts into a bright violet color. The entire slime is just bright purple. Whew. Now it's your turn. Huh?
Gwendolyn is going to take out a jar of quills with a small layer of water in the bottom. Just going to put it back in her little pouch. She's gonna whisper something under her breath and throw it like a dart. By the way, they are her quills. They're just the ones that she shed.
Okay.
And she throws it at where are all three of the slimes together?
Slime, slime, slime.
Are there any that are 5 feet from each other?
No.
Are there any that are 10 feet from each other?
Barely, yes. It's 2 stickies.
That's all right. I'll go for the big one.
Okay. You'd have to come out from the hallway.
Is there a sticky slime that I can see in between, or like from where I'm at?
Well, where you are, you're back here in this hallway.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can kind of see this guy. He's 35 feet away, and this one's 45 feet away.
Okay. What's the range on this? Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, I'll just step forward enough that I can see one of them, and make sure it's not near any of my companions. It's not near the girl that we're here to rescue either, though, right?
There's one that's about 10 feet. This is who you're trying to rescue here.
Okay.
He's about 10 feet from her, and then there's one that's about 10 feet from Gerald.
Okay. I'll do the one that's 10 feet from Gerald. I'm gonna do ice knife. So I whisper something under my breath as I throw the quill like a dart. And as I do, the quill sort of like sharpens and becomes like an icicle. And it just like grows. And then I'm gonna use my ability to change the roll from a 3 to a 16. So it's
3 on the dice or 3 total?
It was a 3 on the dice, so I'm changing it to 16.
What's your plus?
Ooh, not high. It would be +4. So I'm changing it from 7 to.
You know, you don't have to.
Oh, 7
That's
is a,
really low AC. 7's gonna hit.
okay. I'll allow it.
Low. They are not smart. They are not well armored. They are just goo.
Oh, okay. So they take D10 damage. I rolled a 1. And then they also take 2d6, as does anything within 5 feet of them. So technically that's nothing right now, but that's fine.
Yeah, no, nothing's 5 feet from them.
That sucked. So 4 total damage. I rolled a 1 for the D10 and a 2 and a 1 for the D6s.
What type of damage?
What?
What type of damage is it?
The second part was ice.
And the first part was?
Piercing, I believe.
And what was your total?
It was 4 total. So basically it hits the thing and then explodes, and when it explodes, the ice damage is what causes the second part of the damage.
Okay. You'll notice that any piercing damage doesn't hit as hard as you would like.
Okay. Well, poop.
Well,
Easy to hit.
I'm not having 1. I'm not going to have 1 point. So it took the full 4 because I'm not having 1 point of
Oh
piercing.
yeah. 1 is the minimum for damage.
There's no, I'm not, no. So, but it does, the ice does more pain to it. It quakes more at the than it does.
I rolled 4 damage out of a possible 22. Woo!
All right, Gwendolyn, are you going to do anything else?
I'm going to actually step back behind the person who's furthest back.
Zensies?
if that's possible within my movement speed.
Yeah, it's fine. You
Okay.
didn't move off before. And your movement is 25?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can move back.
Okay. So yeah, my quills will be to the rear of us in case anything tries to creep up on us.
Okay. Next up is the slime you just attacked.
Yay.
Okay.
I'd say it's unhappy, but I'm not sure it even has that range of motion. It's jiggling at you angrily.
It is going to come up closer to you, Gerald. since
Oh,
you're
goody.
there, and it's going to whack you.
Oh, goody. Hello, little friend.
7 to hit.
That's a no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. Just fucking awesome. Cool. Yeah, so that's his turn. He's not gonna do anything else. So now it is the big guy's turn.
Oh, no.
The purpley one?
It is now bright purple. The vibrant purple.
I have to admit, it is beautiful.
It is going to start coming this way. It is now 5 feet from you, Red. And it is going to try and grapple you.
Oh, great.
So make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okie dokie.
Actually,
Oh, great.
time is not a Constitution. It's a
That's an 8.
strength save. Strength.
Oh,
save.
strength?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so 8.
You still won because my dice gave me fucking 6 total. So you are not grappled.
Sweet.
You're able to just kind of pull out away from it.
Yeah.
Cool. You know, shitty rolls on a boss. It's fine.
It happens. Trust me. It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Cool. It is now this guy's turn. And it is going to just start climbing over things.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Oh, wait, no, it can only fit 15, so 5, 10, 15. That's as far as it can go. This is it. It's going to use its action to go the rest of the way. And it's sitting right there. Cool. That is the end of its turn because it can only move so far, and it had to use its action to dash. Zinzies.
Okay, where am I?
You are here, back in the tunnel still.
Okay, I want to stay away because slimes terrify me. I pull out a short bow.
Okay.
And
So you're going to have to at least move up 5 feet to see
Okay.
any of them.
okay, I'll do that. Pull out the short bow that I've got.
Okay.
And the first one I see, I shoot at.
Right, that's this guy here.
Okay. 17.
That hits.
Okay. D6, D6. For 7 points of piercing damage.
Cool.
Uh-huh.
There's a wobbly looking sticky slime there. All right, anything else?
Where's my closest companion?
Gwen you've moved, you were 5 feet from her, now you're 10 feet from her.
Okay.
She's the closest. But she's behind you. The other one would be 30 feet.
I already spent 5 feet of movement. I only have 25 feet left.
Well, he's 30 feet away, so you could get 25 feet. You could move 25 feet and be 5 feet from him, but there would be a slime right in front of you. And you did at least hear, because you were tucked around the corner, a couple of your friends are having a hard time walking through this patch.
I want to be able to bonus action help, but I don't want to get stuck myself. I'm just going to stay where I am for now.
Okay. Top of the round, Red, your turn.
Yeet.
There was one more slime, but y'all killed it.
What? Yeah. I'm gonna go up to the big slime.
You don't have to. He's in your face.
Oh, friggin' great.
He's all up in your business.
Yes. I'm gonna stab. Gotta stab it.
Go for it.
12.
That hits.
Yay. So D8. 4. That's 10 points of damage. And I want to use my bonus action, if it's not already dead, to hit it some more.
Go for it.
Great.
I can feel.
14.
Hit?
Yeah.
That hits.
Great. D6 plus 4. 5 points of damage.
Okay. Still up.
Fuck. Okay.
Or some decent sized chunks off of it and stopped me from being able to do something fun. So screw you.
I'm sorry.
I feel that in my soul.
I'm really kidding. It's awesome. It's really cool.
It's one of the things that, yeah, the thing is, now that you're DM, you have the two brains. You have the you brain, which is, cares with the kidding, and then there's the back of your DM brain, like,
Yep.
Don't worry, we will not take that personally.
Why won't you let
we
me
get it.
murder you?
Allow me to murder you. The other half is you like,
Allow me to murder you.
But it'd be fun to murder them. I know. It's like you become Schmeagol, kind of. Gollum
Yes.
like murders them. No, murders them.
I just want to kill them, precious. All right. Red, are you going to do anything else?
No.
Okay. Gerald, it's your turn.
I take up my sword in both hands,
Okay.
and I will. Am I close to the big slime? Is he like right above on me?
No, you've got 2 different sticky slimes in your face, and they are blocking your view to the big guy.
Okay, I will swing at the one. I'll swing at one of them.
Okay.
With my long sword with both hands. 16 plus 5. 21 to hit.
That is.
Okay. That is 1d8 plus 3. 1d8 plus? No, what's 1d10 plus 3? With hands. Stop rolling off the hit. 9 points of damage. Yeah. Okay, cool.
This sticky right here would have been harrying you this whole time.
Yep.
Just into a pile next to you.
Ooh,
That's
boy.
one down. Bloody bugger. Oh, I got slime on my sword.
Anything else?
Anyone been hurt thus far?
Only by the rocks.
I don't think anyone. No. Then no. That's I can't go. I can't go anywhere without having to sticky feet. So, it's your turn.
All right. Gwendolyn, what would you like to do?
Can you point out if there's any enemy that's only within 5 feet of another enemy?
No.
Is there any enemy that's not within 5 feet of a friendly?
No.
Okay.
Red is literally surrounded by the last 2 on the board.
Okay, but one of them is the big one?
Yes.
Okay. In that case,
And you would not know that right now because you are hiding in the corner.
I'm gonna come out so I can get a view. Sort of like
25 feet of movement?
yeah, 25 feet. I don't want to come within range of the slimes.
You won't come in within range of the slimes, but to come out where you can see the big guy, you have to step in the sticky patch. But you're just going to be in that sticky patch.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about the strength save yet.
That's fair. And then I'll do infestation.
Okay.
On the I'll do the big one this time.
Okay.
And that is con save.
$10.
That does not make it. Cool.
My highest goddamn. Okay.
That's okay. I mean, it's only a d6, so. They take 2 poison damage and have to move west. Unless there's something blocking them from doing that. Like a wall or another person.
No, that still works. West,
West, yeah.
they are half on top of the rocks.
Oh, good. And then you said I would need a strength save to get out of the sticky patch?
That's the end of your movement, though. You
Oh, okay. Okay. Then yeah, I'll sort of just be like with my staff, looking around.
It is now. He's dead. Taking him off. So it is the big guy's turn.
You're calling it Big Daddy.
That was
Red, make me another strength.
Okay. Uh, 13.
Oh, just shrug off my guy. It's fine.
I'm sorry.
This is why the CR rating for you guys is usually doubled in my campaign. I don't want to leave any room for not threats.
I rolled a 2.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Continuing. Yeah, so that's the end of that one's turn.
It's probably the stun that I was able to move it with bugs.
And then this other guy is going to try and hit. Yeah, Gerald, you're right there. You got his attention. He's going to hit you again. It's better. 17 to hit.
Gerald.
17 to hit?
Yes, it hits.
Okay. You're going to take. Where the fuck did I just put my D4? Three points of damage.
Ow. My face.
All right, it is now Zincy's turn.
Get them Zinsies.
Shoot with a bow again.
All right,
Is the one that I hit still standing?
the one that you hit still standing, but right now, right in the entrance is Gwen. So you'd have to like tell her to duck.
There's no way I can move at all to get her out of my line of sight. How far away is the big one from me?
Narrow, huh?
How far away is the big one from me?
It's not so much distance, as in you went back into the tunnel, and Gwen is directly in the entrance of the tunnel when she stopped. So you can scoot by her.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of stuck.
I'm gonna do something really ballsy. How far away is the big one from me?
30 feet.
I move all 30 feet. I pull out my rapier. I let out a loud squeak and I stab it.
First, you gotta make me a strength save.
I have advantage on strength saves.
Okay.
14, so that's 16. 16!
That makes it. You're able to get, I'm gonna put you here, next to Red.
Yay! All right. I let out a loud squeak and I stab.
Roll me attack.
16!
And hits.
Yay! It's a screaming squirrel. For 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points of piercing damage. And if any of my allies are within 5 feet of me, I bonus action help. Did I kill it?
How would you like to obliterate my monster?
Yeah!
Just full on screaming as I like stab it right in the middle.
So you stab it, and a spot. So Red had carved off a good chunk on one side, and then carved a good chunk on the other side, and you just came in and stabbed right in a spot in the middle, where it starts to quiver and tear little pieces next to where your blade is, and then just slowly slumps and pours over your blade as it has ripped from those points that were left next to your blade.
Jesus fucking
Fall to the ground. Not one of you let me swallow you.
Oh no. I do not fuck around with Janelle not in this cubes. So short story. One time me and my other group were going through a dungeon and a gelatinous cube was there. And I had gone to sit down somewhere because I just finished my turn and it was a long line to my turn. So I went down in the other room to sit down for a second because I wasn't able to do something I wanted to do, so I went to go calm down. I apparently passed the fuck out for like half an hour. So I didn't get. So yeah, I come back thinking, oh, it's my turn now, not knowing what the hell happened, and one of our characters is stuck inside the cube dissolving.
Of course.
Oh no!
Well, it's now Red's turn, and you have help because you are the one who's right next to Zincy's. There is one slime left.
I'm gonna go after it
Come here, bitch.
and stab it.
Okay.
Won't stay.
No stab. Ooh, 8.
Still hits.
These things have terrible AC.
You have horrible AC.
Great.
Yeah, all right.
You would
Sweet.
not have been able to hit my big guy.
Come on. Oh, for goodness sakes, I wish that you would work with me.
Oh, I love
Thank
it.
you.
I'm so happy. I'm really actually very happy.
They said
11
there's 2 parts
points.
of it.
11 points of damage.
11. Oh my god.
Douche.
Oh,
Congratulations. There are no more slimes in this room.
that was disgusting.
Oh,
Disgusting!
disgusting! What slime all over me bloody sword.
Ugh.
On me cloak.
This is just looking at her rapier that's covered in slime.
Red pats are on the shoulder. You did good. You should be proud.
Well done, little one. That was excellent.
I'm gonna waddle over to the person we're trying to save.
Nobody back home's gonna believe this.
Don't worry. I will be sure to tell them the glorious tale of Zinzi's the Slime Slayer.
That does seem to fit you. It's quite the catchy name. Has a ring to it.
And I'm sure you'll slay many a more dangerous thing. But that thing was a whole lot of no. I think it tried to eat Red.
It did. Didn't work.
There's a comment to make there, and I'm not going to make it. But yes, we should tend to our young researcher.
All right, so Gwen, you are approaching the researcher. So you walk up, and Kenna is still kind of struggling against the slime that has encased her, but she is just staring at you guys wide-eyed.
Hello, dear.
Are you all right?
Can I assist her in getting up, or?
Well, she's actually stuck, so you're gonna need to help pull her off.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Is that a strength?
Strength check, yes.
I will assist.
You'll assist, then you have advantage, Gwen.
14.
Yeah, you're able to pull her free, and she just kind of starts like trying to pick off the slime off of her robe.
Oh, I take out one of my daggers and just go like, get it off in here.
And it's weird because it's like trying to cut duct tape, but like even more sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
not.
can't chunk it off.
It's not the most pleasant feeling.
Yeah. I'm going to have to clean all of my weapons. Yeah.
So as soon as you release her, she's just like, "Oh, thank you so much for saving me, but I need samples." And she starts running over to Limes and starts trying to, but she's trying to put it into her little vials, you know, she's getting more and more frustrated with it. Oh,
I would leave that be.
I need samples, but I need living samples for my research. I am so close.
You do realize that you were stuck over there and could have been killed.
Yeah, that was unpleasant. Yes, I don't appreciate it. I didn't appreciate that at all.
Perhaps you should
Any
go
other ones?
home.
Did you see anything else?
There was some more that we didn't kill back down the tunnel.
With all due respect, ma'am, we're already a day behind on a very important quest.
Very
I'm
important.
here to save you. And your biggest concern is live samples?
All of my fur is like fringed up right now.
Oh no, you upset the squirrel.
Upset the squirrel. That's a terrible idea. She's scarier than the slime.
Horrible.
It just
She killed the slime.
I just need one, really.
Do you need a whole slime, dear?
No, I just need a little bit in this jar. And she just holds up a glass vial.
But it has to be alive when you take it?
Well, I mean, they do that, and she kind of points to the piles of sludge on the ground. They're not living. Not been effective.
Oh, all right, I'll help you with that. We have to go that way anyway. Come.
There's some residue from whatever this thing is on the tunnel.
I tried getting that. That's what ended up with me stuck to the freaking wall.
Mm.
If we get the sample, would you please just come with us back to the village, please?
Oh,
For what is good in this world. We have very important things to do, and we need to get you back safely.
We're also not very big fans of these slimes.
Yeah, I'm like fidgeting as I'm wiping my rapier off and sheathing it.
okay. Yeah, as long as you guys agree, she has no problem coming with. She's like, oh, okay. Make everyone real quick make a perception check for me.
17.
There we go. 12.
Okay. Okay. Gwen, did you roll?
Oh, 17.
Okay.
17.
Okay, so Gerald and Gwendolyn, you do notice as you're walking past the piles of slime in the larger one, there is a little gleam. Just something shiny inside the slime.
Mm-hmm.
Scoop.
Okay.
What is that?
It's a necklace. It looks like it's made of gold and bronze, and it looks like just very intricately woven branches, all wrapped in what looks like a bird's talons that are just like nestling and holding this ball. It looks like
Ooh, pretty.
Hmm.
I'll cast Identify as we're walking. Takes about 10 minutes.
okay. Sorry, I just dropped my thing. It is a nest charm, and it definitely has a magical aura.
Okay.
But this charm's magical aura is faint from having been fed upon by the shifting slime, but it is very much intact. You also find a like a corroded magnifying glass that's in there. Doesn't have any magic to it at all, but you can probably be sold for a decent amount of money if you clean it up.
All right.
And you find... Get your ass back here, you stupid... Now you roll high. Now you roll high. Find 17 gold pieces throughout the different slimes.
Ooh. I'll give everybody, 3?
I am so angry.
4? Everyone gets 4 golds.
4 gold.
Yay.
What was the other thing? The nest charm and the...
It's like a magnifying glass, but it's like a little bit corroded and it's covered in slime. You'd have to clean it up a bit if you want to get anything from it, to see if you could sell it.
Okay, so and the nest charm seems to be intact.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
As you head back down the caverns, the caustic slimes aren't there. Just some of the sticky slimes, but those are really slow. So you don't really need to battle them. You just need to...
Will these suffice, dear?
Oh yeah, that would be perfect. I wasn't quite fast enough last time, and then it fell apart and died on me. So I tried cleaning up from the dirt, and it was covered in dirt, and did not work. So if you want to collect a sample from the slime, it's just a sleight of hand check for whoever wants to do it. She's got multiple vials, so she'll just hand them out.
Okay.
I'll sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I'll do it as well.
Wait, did you say what?
Sleight of hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gwendolyn, did you say you would help?
Oh yeah, I'll assist you.
Okay, great. Advantage. Oh, come on. For goodness sakes. There we go. Okay. 11.
Or is it 16? Portent.
Perfect.
Yeah.
16 plus your modifier.
Perfect.
That's 22.
All right. Yeah, you're able to collect it very easily. And hand it to her, and she's very happy that she has them. She's kind of avoiding Zincy's because Zincy's is less than happy with her. But she's happy to chatter away about any of her research as you guys make your way back to Winnowing Reach. Trail back to Winnowing Reach is uneventful. It's a little slower than it was getting there. But you guys are able to arrive, and you left pretty early in the morning. It's maybe a couple hours past noon by the time you get back. And you bring her back to the magistrate's office. If you guys want to role play at all as you bring her in. Magistrate Crane is in his usual spot, the same place you saw him before, and the Jodine that had led you in the first place greets you there, and then goes and lets the magistrate know that you had returned. And he just he quickly looks up from his desk and sees you all there, and good. I'm pleased to see that you've been successful. And looks quickly over at Kenna, who looks very, very proud. And she pulls out the vials that you guys and goes, "Look!" out of her bag and shows them straight over to the magistrate. And he doesn't look very happy with her.
Yes, she was very insistent that she get those samples.
Found her stuck to a wall behind a slime about twice the size of the collective group.
Now, research sometimes takes sacrifice, and she accomplished what she came for.
Zinzi's tail is just flicking annoyingly right now.
If not without consequence.
No, the consequence, I think, should relate with you, sir.
Yes, I will. We will certainly be speaking. I appreciate all of your effort thus far. If you are still around tomorrow, I would like to be able to summon you to discuss one other matter, if it's possible. If not, I believe we did have an arrangement. And he pulls out a letter and hands it to whoever's closest. Who would be closest?
I'll take it. Or good. That's fine. Take it.
He holds it out. You both reach out for it. He just kind of and holds it out until somebody grabs it.
Red grabs it.
We are on a time-sensitive mission, Magister.
What time of day is it?
However, what is it you require?
Well, at least hear you out.
There is.
Sorry.
He just kind of looks over to Kenna for a minute and motions for her to leave the room, which she happily does. Not before turning to you all and being like, Drinks are on me next time you're at the fuck is it called? Next time you're at the Wrangler's Nest. And she runs out the door. As she leaves, he turns a few knobs and pulls a few levers, and you hear a clunk as the door is now locked. And he turns back to you all and sighs, and he just looks exhausted. The swamp is home to a foul sorceress, a witch who dabbles in evil magics. I need you to discreetly take care of her, if you can. If it got out that I allowed this, I would be finished, especially after what happened to Ashborough. Everyone is scared now. Think of the wood. Do what is best for it.
I'd glance to the rest of the group. If we meet with the Avian Council, we'll have to come back this way. Get back to town. We can conclude our business, secure some help for them. We may be back within a day or two, perhaps, depending on traveling. And depending on how long the Avian Council holds us up with waiting in line.
Understandable. Should you complete this task for me, and I understand that many of you do not seem bent on it quite yet, but please, bring me the medallion that she carries around her neck. It's the only proof I would have that I would be able to take that she is in fact dead. Unfortunately, I have sent others to deal with her before, and it has not worked out as well as I'd hoped.
Can you describe this medallion?
Let me pull out the book as I get close. Excuse me. He tells you it's a small horn she wears around her neck. I don't know more than that. I have seen it, but only from a distance.
Sorry, what did it look like? Did you show me?
No, I thought it had a picture. It doesn't.
Okay.
It's just described as a horn-like medallion. If you do this for me, I will pay you.
I think we need some rest. And we will... Our best option at the moment is to conclude our business in the larger city so that Zinzi's town can get what they need. And on our way back, to deliver said on our way back, we will see if we can take care of this problem. But I believe our young Jabin is quite eager to assist her people.
Of course, understandable. Please, make use of that letter that I've given you. And
thank you.
Do not forget of us here, please. Be much appreciated. And he unlocks the door very quietly.
Guilt.
He's a politician, okay?
It's what he does.
Fair.
It's what
He's also
does.
not wrong.
Immediately, my fight or flight instincts kicked in when you said that he locked the door.
Yeah, it was like,
He's a
But also, like,
politician
the guy
trying
who
to get
spends
you
most
to
time at
kill
his
someone
desk, of
for
course,
him.
get locking it. But I also thought, like, of course, the guy who sits at his desk all day has a locking mechanism he can use from his desk. Like, that is handy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he proceeds to go back to unlocking the door and motions to you all. I believe that the young Corvum has offered you drinks along with your rest.
And I do recall a small additional reward for clearing out a good number of the slimes.
Oh, yes, you were able to do that for me as well.
Yes, a few we did avoid, mainly because they blocked our exit, and we were trying to get her back more swiftly. But we did kill a very, very large one. It was odd. It shifted in color. I believe your books that we acquired detailed of a third type of slime that had been unconfirmed. We can indeed confirm it, and it was very large. And promotions towards Zinzi's, the help of a young Jabin and Resident Volpin, they were able to slay the mighty slime, and it apparently was also the thing that was keeping your young researcher hostage. So for what purposes, I have no clue.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Well, good. I'm good at that. On the wrong page. There it is. Persuasion. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Hearing your story about the larger slime, he quickly jots down something in his little notebook and then closes it and then goes into a drawer and pulls out a small gold chest. And he had promised you all 5 gold each for killing some of the slimes. So you each get 5 gold each, and then he throws down an additional 10 gold for all of you together. Not 10 more per person, 10 total, upon hearing about the larger slime. Well, it seems like you've done us quite a favor by dealing with whatever creature it is that you've encountered. I will be sure to talk to Kenna regarding this. She must have had some look at whatever it was. I appreciate it.
We're happy to help.
Thank you.
Good day, Magistrate.
And to you.
Gerald will, everyone has their 5 each, and then he'll take out 3 for himself, and then give Gwendolyn 3, and then Red 3, and then the remaining 4. Wait, Tangle, no.
That's not right.
That's not right. And 1. He'll give this. He'll realizing he's done his math wrong. He'll give the 3 to Zinzi's, and he'll just keep the 1.
Oh, here, you can have one of mine. That's all right.
It's all right. I was dealing with the other ones. I wanted to give her an extra one, but since she got the final blow, I think we'll see how my tips do this evening.
Tell you what, she can have an extra honey bun tomorrow.
That sounds like a warrior's return. And you know what? I'm buying your food tonight. Well, we're already paying for the food, but if you want, she's offered free drinks. I'll cover whatever she can.
She got a premature gift from me earlier with that toy.
It's a good day.
The squirrel could blush.
I'm sorry.
We are quite proud of you.
Gwendolyn
And
wasn't
wait
there.
to regale your people with the story of how you slew the mighty slime.
Yeah, good luck convincing them.
And I turn to leave.
It is what I do.
All right, let's go. Get some rest.
So what time of day is it currently?
It's about 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
Well, perhaps we should have drinks and then head out.
Yes, a couple of drinks and then, well, make as much of daylight as we can.
I agree.
We make it about a half a day before settling down for the night.
Yes, closer we get to the city, the better. Lest the magistrate find other things for us to do in the meantime. I'm sure he would delight in adding an additional few jobs to our repertoire. But
I'll
we
go
have
tell
better-
Eliza the good news.
Yes. Then we could have some food, rest up a little bit, have a couple of celebratory drinks, and then head out on the road.
Okay. As Gwendolyn goes to let your Aloran friend know that you're ready to go, and the rest of you go to the bar for a couple drinks before heading out, we're going to cut it there for the night.
Yay!